Oh, what are you about to do?
Oh, well, what's going on, boners? Welcome back to the Bonehedz podcast, episode 18. To jump right into it, GTA 6 trailer came out early last night.
Came out last night when it was supposed to come out today.
Yeah, today at 9 a.m. Instead, I'm glad it came out last night because I don't want to wake up at no fucking 9 a.m. to watch that shit.
Yeah, I would have had to watch it on my phone.
But hey, that shit looked real good.
It looks really fucking good.
Them jiggle physics on them ass cheeks,
Dude,
bro. That
there's
shit went
so
crazy.
There's so many TikToks and tweets of just that girl.
By the way.
Yeah.
It's called like a weird
Yeah,
name. It's like
I believe it.
Luanda or something weird.
But we're going back to Vice City.
Yeah, the state.
The actual state.
The actual state. It's not called Florida.
Can they not call it? Well, what did they call it? Did they not call it California?
No.
Oh,
Probably
okay.
not.
Gotcha. Makes sense. It's Florida in a nutshell. If you haven't seen the
But
trailer,
I
go
never
watch
knew
the
that.
trailer.
I never really thought about it, but yeah, it's not called Florida.
It's
But
funny
state's not
because
called Florida.
IGN got clowned on because of course, they set up like a whole premiere for it to come out and everything.
The countdown and everything, and then the trailer just dropped during that countdown, and they were like having to scramble to get that shit up.
Yeah, that was.
The TikToks and the tweets of just that chick on the top of the car twerking is insane. Like,
Bro, you can pause it and you can see the
this much cake.
Bro, you can see that in the with the TikTok caption for that in game is someone call the Department of Transportation for this absolute dump truck going through town.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, that's
so I guess,
crazy.
Like, TikTok's in the game or something.
It's weird that they announced a Pacific time and I guess released it.
Right?
The trolls.
That was them probably. Either that or some disgruntled employee said, fuck it, I'm posting it.
Or they just put it on a
imagine.
timer and put the wrong time on.
Yeah. If it was an accident, someone got fired. If it wasn't an accident, someone got a raise because it went very well.
What time did it come out?
It came out at like
Last night
around
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock or so. Yeah.
Because it was supposed to come out at 9 a.m., but maybe they put 9 p.m. the wrong day.
Actually, no. I think it was like 6 or 7.
Was it really early?
Yeah, because like
It was like 15 hours early.
I stayed on final for like another 3 hours. So
But
it looks amazing.
Weird.
The
It's
graphics
strange.
look insane. The water, the jiggle physics, the fucking character models look really realistic.
The character
They
models
did
look really
it
good.
insane. Of course, not till 2025. Probably late, maybe early. We'll see. Our PCs won't run it.
No, that hasn't been announced for PC at all either,
for
which
sure.
is crazy.
Which will come out on console first.
Yeah, as
It'll
they always do with
eventually
GTA.
It'll eventually come out on PC.
Yeah, they always do it with GTA. It seems GTA 5 wasn't out on PC first.
Depends on what they're requiring for the specs.
Probably some
That
pretty
shit's
heavy
more
shit. I would definitely. No way. There's
No.
actually
No,
no
way. My PC,
way.
your PC. Even Jeremy is like with those.
I feel like he could run it at
graphics,
like medium
maybe. Yeah.
because like that shit
I
looked
don't know,
cracked.
we'll see.
But it was a nice surprise. I opened
nice.
up Twitter. I just see 1 minute prior, like 1 minute next to the tweet. It only been out for a minute. It was like Rockstar is dropping the trailer like right now with the link, and then I was like, all right, let me click it, see if this is like not a troll first, because if I get sent to Rick Astley's Never Gonna Give You Up, I'm gonna be a bit annoyed.
I would fucking laugh.
That would be hilarious.
But then I saw that it was real because it was posted by Rockstar Games official YouTube account, and then I was like, nope, not a troll. Got to link this to the Discord now.
Gosh, it was crazy. Oh my god.
Because I remember I said it to you.
Man,
You were like, what?
Since 8th grade.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
8th grade.
Dude, I remember
Crazy.
when GTA Online had nothing to do in it.
Like I remember
And,
playing
like,
GTA.
like,
Or no,
you know.
maybe earlier than that, right? I
Well,
played
it
it on
didn't
X.
work.
I played
It
on
didn't
X-
work, and then when it
It
did, it
worked
had
for
nothing to do.
Okay, wait. Was it earlier than 8th
There was
grade
no
for
heist
us?
or anything that you could do.
It was 2013 when the
long
game
ass
came
time.
out. So
It was 2013.
Yeah.
Because I played on Xbox 360.
yeah, I played on PS3. So
Yeah, I played it on Xbox.
God, that's how you know we're old, bro. We played that shit on the PS3 era,
PS4
Xbox
came
360
out,
era.
The PS4 came out when we were in 8th grade, right?
PS4 came
Well,
out
that's how
also
long
in
it's been.
2013.
It's
Yeah.
freaking went out like GTA 5. It went over 3 times, 3
Yep.
generations. I mean,
It's crazy.
um,
Still holds up.
And then by the time it comes out, they're gonna already be looking for another generation.
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
2 years from now, that means that the console's been at like 5 years since
Yeah.
the release.
Yeah.
And almost. So it's probably gonna be some announcements about PS6 and shit like
It's
that.
unfortunate though.
Or at least
PS5
some
has
rumors
had, like,
at least.
Yeah.
The PS5's
So
had
it's
like
gonna be
no
weird.
time.
You know what I'm waiting for? I'm waiting for that Switch 2 announcement at some point is gonna happen.
Well, we'll get a code name.
Yeah.
They said they're not going to talk about it until 2005 or something.
Like 2025.
Yeah.
But apparently, according to the rumors, developers have dev kits and shit, and apparently it can run games pretty fucking well.
Who? And dev kits of what? The new Switch?
Yeah, they always release dev kits of new consoles like years before the consoles come out, so developers can fuck around with it and see if it's
but
good.
we didn't hear anything about that. No one knew what the Switch was going to be until it was released.
It was
like,
the
it was
NX.
like the trailer and stuff released.
No, but you get like they give
you
you
are like, okay, it's probably
no.
gonna
So the
migrate
dev
that.
kits are not the same as like the finished product. It's basically just
Just the specs.
the specs handed to them with like basically a case surrounding it and the operating system.
Interesting.
But that's how like rumors of like what PS5 and Xbox Series X could run and shit.
Was probably just the final massive game though for Switch.
Yeah, I feel like Prime 4 is not going to come out on the original Switch. Metroid Prime 4 is definitely a Switch 2 thing.
Whole year before
They do, but do you see Prime 4 coming out on the Switch? Because we
I
ain't
don't
got
see
shit.
Prime 4, but I don't know if that was the last big game that they released.
It's probably going to be the. I don't see another game of that size though coming out.
I don't know.
Because like it took them like
There's nothing
5
announced
years,
right now. Like,
6
I don't know
years.
what's coming out in the Switch in the next year. Like, has he made any like big announcements about anything?
I don't think so.
Nope, not
'Cause everything's
that.
released. RPG.
Like Fire Emblem.
Like, the remake is out.
Yeah, the new Fire Emblem came out.
Wonder's out.
I thought I heard something about
Zelda
Smash
count.
Bros. Maybe like not necessarily for Switch, but that he wasn't done.
He's probably not done money talks.
Yeah,
He said he was done.
I thought I heard
He said he was
something
done,
that
like,
he wasn't
for a
done.
while.
But
Yeah, but on his
To be honest,
YouTube
I think
channel.
he said he was done with fucking Wii U.
Yeah, but on his YouTube channel, he kind of always hints that he might do more.
Well, okay, how are you gonna make another like Smash Bros?
My theory is that
compared to what you just did?
there's more characters that we could have had, but we didn't.
Yeah, but that means that they're gonna have to if they're
relicense.
making a new
They would have to
game, they would
relicense
have to-
everything.
Yeah, and then they would have to reprogram.
My
Well, their
my-
They would have to
licenses
add all these
only
characters
last.
again.
They only
no,
get, like,
most
one
of the
deal with
time,
license.
most of the time,
these
yeah.
are all third-party.
Yeah, you have to.
Developers
Yeah.
that allow them to do
Especially
this,
if they
so
didn't
they're-
already have a next one planned in advance, you can't make a deal for something you don't even have existing.
So
So
you would have to build up all that
It's
again.
true.
It's just I don't know how they would do
my
it.
theory is that they would just restart from scratch with different characters that weren't in the original.
Yeah, I mean, I think the roster would have to be smaller.
A lot smaller,
What-
down to
what
like
it is.
30 or 40 characters comparatively.
Who's gonna pay for that? Like who's gonna play?
To be
it?
fair,
What's the point?
To be fair, it would be the most modern Smash, so everyone would play it anyways because it's Smash.
Probably
But
they'll probably try it out, but I
We'll be
just
more
don't-
of playing it because now you get characters that you didn't get before.
unless you
Yeah.
only get, like if they're not gonna port it to. The
But I don't know who they would even
system,
put.
like the
My
old
theory would be they could just like port it and then just update it with more shit if they wanted to, you know.
They could.
I think that would be the smart.
I think that would be the good play, you know.
We didn't get Doom Guy.
You think what characters could they even put in that we didn't get that would be crazy? Like we got fucking Minecraft Steve,
Yeah,
dude.
Shovel Knight would be cool. We didn't get Crash?
We didn't get Crash, no. But like
Spyro?
no Spyro, Rayman.
Rayman? Yeah.
There's
There's a chunk,
Yeah.
yeah.
but nothing as big as like some of the ones we got in
Doom
Ultimate.
Guy?
Like no Minecraft
Still-
Steve.
They're still big.
Yeah, Minecraft Steve though like actually broke the fucking internet.
That was crazy.
Because like
that was
no one would have expected
Kratos.
actual Minecraft.
Kratos.
Kratos and Smash would go crazy using
Oh,
the
we'd go
using the
crazy.
chains and shit,
Yeah.
dude.
He was in
Oh,
Mortal
we're
Kombat.
Which one?
In 9.
Oh, we could get a Mortal Kombat character.
I don't think that's how that works. I don't know.
Yeah, no Mortal Kombat.
It would be funny as fuck.
They
Yeah,
love
but
doing
we have
buffers.
a Tekken character.
We have a Tekken character, yeah.
Yeah, we have a Tekken character, so why not a Mortal Kombat character?
That's true.
It's so brutal though. We also have a
Yeah.
Street Fighter character.
We
can
have
make-
two.
no,
we have two Street Fighter
Yeah,
characters.
so we
Yeah.
have Street Fighter. And
You just need Mortal
Tekken and
Kombat.
Mortal Kombat.
That's
Yep.
crazy.
Soul Calibur?
Soul Calibur would be another
Any
good.
Soul Calibur characters? Nightmare.
Nightmare would probably be the
Soul
one that
Calibur's
they would
not in
choose.
there.
Nope.
Okay.
No Soul Calibur.
See, exactly. This is what I'm saying. There's still room.
Could always do with some more Mega Man characters
That
instead of
really-
just Mega Man.
Yeah,
They can add
true.
more Final Fantasy characters.
True.
They
Like,
could,
you
from
could-
not
you
7
could put in-
would be
Not
nice.
7, yeah.
You could put in
Like from Final
Photo
Fantasy
Man?
10. They
Yeah.
put a,
or
Tidus or
to
whatever.
make
Tidus.
Josh happy,
That'd
you
be
could
cool.
put in Mega Man X.
You just put in another Mega Man character.
Which is
Oh,
a different
actually,
Mega Man.
Mega
actually,
Man X
put
would be
another
different,
Sonic
yeah.
character. We only have fucking
That's
Sonic.
true. No Tails,
Zero
no
in it?
Knuckles, no
Yeah.
Shadow.
Like
Mega Man put Zero in it. Proto Man.
Yeah,
something.
Proto Man. Yeah.
Put-
I think
put
Zero's
Eggman
more
in there.
unique than
He's
I
an
think he
upgraded
has a
Proto
sword.
Man.
No, he has like a sword and all that shit. You can do a lot of stuff with his.
Put-
combat. I mean, Proto Man, I think should be a different
Ooh.
skin. I think that it should be either a clone
Right.
fighter for Mega Man or a skin for. Mega
I know
Man.
they made it a skin.
You know-
They're, like,
but
so
brother,
similar.
they could make Cuphead.
You know who I would
an
want?
actual playable character.
You know, Hollow Knight would be a good indie representation.
Yeah. Hollow Knight, Cuphead, because Cuphead has so many different
Shovel
fucking
Knight.
abilities
Okay, yeah, Shovel Knight.
they can use.
I think a good
There's a lot
one
of indie games
would be. I wouldn't be surprised if they ever did it.
Bro,
would be
consider Meat Boy.
Chrono Trigger's main character, because you know they already
Put
did Dragon
Isaac.
Quest.
What is it?
Chrono Trigger, you know,
Yeah, they could put
for like a
Chrono
classic throwback.
But see, this is what I'm saying.
Put in
There's a lot.
Isaac.
There is, but
Maybe
There's a lot that you can do.
How dark would they be willing to go?
Maybe Spider-Man.
Can they go Doom Guy, Isaac level dark?
I mean Isaac is on the Switch, so
It is on the Switch.
and Doom is as well. So.
Yeah, I know. Let's go. I really thought Doom Guy might have been like maybe one of the final ones, just because
Right.
it was released on the same day as Animal Crossing.
Yeah,
And I thought that was crazy. They even did a whole crossover like ad for it.
right.
With Isabelle on Doom Guy's shoulder.
I don't see them re-adding some of the characters if they do Smash again. Like I don't see Joker from Persona
Also,
getting a
what does
spot
everybody
back
want?
in.
No.
Yeah.
What does everybody want? We wanted Sora, but who did we want as well? We wanted fucking Waluigi.
Yeah, we're never
Yeah,
gonna.
Waluigi, probably, but-
That would be an
but
easy
they
just
chose-
addition
them
to the
not
base
doing
game.
it now is I just don't think they ever have
Yeah.
plans to do it.
But if they
Do I
did
think
need
Sora
to
was
add
the
some
better
base
choice?
characters, maybe they
Yes.
would.
I do think that was a better choice. He has way cooler abilities.
I don't think we're getting Sora back if the time came.
No,
That one
was so
took
hard
so
for them to
long.
do.
It's
the
so
final
hard for
one.
them to get.
Yeah,
You
but
could
it's
see that
it's
they.
hard for, like,
There's no Disney references.
except
in-
for the keychain,
yeah.
which
Which
probably
probably
took them
cost-
an arm and a leg to do that.
Did
Yeah.
they keep the Mickey Mouse head? I couldn't
They count the Mickey Mouse head on the keychain or
Yeah.
the Keyblade, and that was it.
That
That's
was
the
it.
only
No
reference to this.
references to anything
And I
else.
guarantee you that cost them $1 million and an arm and a leg to get that reference allowed to be in there, because God forbid Disney likes fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is not.
Wish did bad.
Oh, did it?
Oh, yeah, I wished it terrible.
It did bad.
I had a feeling it was going to be bad.
So you
just
were
by
the
looking
one.
at it. Yeah, I was the one that said I think it's going to be bad.
Okay.
It didn't look great.
I was talking to Josh. I was like, somebody in
It
this
looked
house
mid.
said that they did not think it was gonna be good.
I was hoping that it wasn't going to be that bad.
I had a feeling it was going to be bad. I could just look at it and I was like, this doesn't feel the same like Encanto or anything.
Encanto, I didn't think that it looked
Yeah,
that
but
interesting,
Encanto didn't look, but like Wish
that
felt.
was like a sleeper. It like came out and then everyone was like, "Oh, actually, this slaps."
Who made Red?
But no one really
Pixar.
Turning Red.
Yeah,
I don't
Turning
think
Red.
that-
Disney
that
owns
movie's
Pixar.
like,
But it was all right.
it's all right.
I
It's
mean,
not
we
like a
had
top-tier
yeah,
Pixar
but we
movie.
had fun when we
It's
watched
a
it.
Pixar
Red?
movie.
Yeah, Turning Red. It's
It's
fun.
a Pixar movie, and I
It's
just
okay.
don't think it hits like the.
I think Elemental was better than
Was
Turning Red.
Raya
but-
the Last Dragon? Was
Yeah, I
that
like that
Pixar or
movie.
Disney?
That was Disney.
Dude, Raya the Last Dragon.
It's one of their underrated
What is it?
ones.
That was good.
Raya and the
Raya
Last
That
Dragon.
was so good.
That was good.
That was
That's
good.
just Disney.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
just. But I think that Wish gave me, when I looked at it, basically a Disney movie from Wish vibes. Like this shit looked like
Well, it
Mid.
seemed like they were trying to do like a lot of like
throwbacks and
like
references.
throwback tongue in cheek. Like this is like a regular fantasy. Kind
Yeah.
of.
But this is a new girl. This is a new princess.
Yes, but I'm saying.
Yeah,
like,
but
the
it seems like they were
tropes
trying to
of
do an
Disney
old-fashioned
and
Disney
stuff
movie
like
again.
that,
Yeah.
and stuff like that, and I just don't think.
Well,
they
they make
can
it
pull
2D.
off. Also, I think
Yeah,
they're trying to make it
exactly.
a little bit meta with the
Yeah.
villain and stuff like
Yeah.
that, and it just, apparently people did not.
Here's my
Will
advice.
said the villain seemed mid.
Apparently the
Yeah.
script is very.
Didn't even seem as much of a villain in the trailers as
Yeah.
you would think.
Apparently, like the dialogue is like very cringy.
Well, because literally in the trailer, he's like, what he says makes sense. He's like, you can't grant everyone's wishes because some
Yeah.
people have fucked up wishes.
People
Yeah.
were just like, "What? How is she the hero?" Of this
Because
story?"
he's not wrong.
Yeah.
Like, but you know Disney's gonna do some shit of, oh no, he's absorbing the wishes for his own power.
Yeah.
But I'm like, no, but realistically, his reasoning does make sense. If I grant, what if the motherfucker got Hitler's wish, bro? Is he supposed to grant that too? Like, I don't understand what her problem is. Some people have fucked up wishes that
Yeah.
don't need to be granted.
And I think that's why people also are just like, I don't understand how we're supposed to be rooting for this person.
Yeah, because she's
How
not
do I
using
relate
any
to
sort
this?
of, because she's not thinking. She's not
Yeah.
using her brain. Like, think,
Like,
Mark,
everyone
think, you know?
deserves a wish. It
Think,
doesn't matter who
Mark,
it is. And
think.
it's like, okay,
Like-
I don't know about that.
Oh yeah. Speaking of that, Invincible season 2, bruh.
I'm happy about it.
So good.
It just feels like
Finished
it's
the
so
first
short,
half.
even though it's the same amount of episodes.
Yeah, we
it
finished
just
first
feels so
half. It
short.
was really fucking good. I'm excited to see
Very
good.
how this ends.
Oh, so I saw the comic panel equivalent of him seeing the blue aliens.
Oh yeah, I saw.
What
that.
did they rob from us, bro? Them blue aliens had thick ass dump trucks, dog. Them bug
Really?
aliens, yeah.
Mm.
I could see why Omni-Man did what he did. I would have done it too.
You see the other Ventramites or what was it?
Viltrumites, yeah.
Yeah, Viltrumites.
They're
and
different looking.
They look different, and
Yeah.
I think they're both guys.
Yeah,
There's
both of them are
there's not a
guys.
girl.
I do like the girls.
Really? The
Girl-
one with the braided hair?
Yeah,
Yeah,
she,
with the whip
but I
and
like-
everything, that's not a
but I
thing.
like her shit more, honestly, because it looks more creative.
They're like, yeah, they're like
The way
big
she
buff
uses
guys.
it.
Yeah, it's very creative comparatively. Also, the black guy is more buff rather than fat strongman appearance.
Yeah.
He's just more like bodybuilder look. But yeah, Invincible's good.
Yeah,
We've had some good shit coming
yeah,
out
'cause
this year.
We didn't even talk about Thanksgiving because we missed that week. But like, hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving because the last episode was with Kai. Hope you enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Had a good Thanksgiving. Then after Thanksgiving, I made 2 turkeys and they came out pretty well.
Yeah, we munched on that shit for a while.
It's bad now and I have to throw it out. But
See, I thought you guys had ate the rest of it. That's why I didn't eat any more.
no.
Because I would have munched on the rest of that shit
It
easily.
wasn't gonna last forever.
Should have asked. We would have gave it to you.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think it's bad now though.
Yeah, probably.
So that was cool. I know Will didn't watch it, but Josh and I watched it, and it was fucking amazing. Watched it with Kai, and then Kai watched it twice. Scott Pilgrim Takes Off was so.
Oh, I didn't know you
fucking
guys
good.
had watched it.
So
watched it.
fucking
It's very
good.
good. You should watch it.
Holy shit. The animation's amazing.
I mean, I did.
You-
No,
you
again.
didn't.
I mean, I
You're not even paying
did.
attention to- No, you
I
could've
did
been
tell
paying
Kai I don't want to watch this when I know I'm not going to be paying attention right now because I'm
just
drinking and
Pay
everything.
attention. It's pretty simple.
I'm pretty sure I was either high or drunk, and I
Kai
was like,
was
"This is
really
not."
drunk, and Will was also under substances.
And I was like, "This
I
is
was
not
You
good."
can watch a movie. That's the funnest time to watch a movie.
Yeah, but it's also with Kai and he talks and I talk.
Trying to watch.
Yeah, but he's gonna be talking about the movie because he likes the movie.
What do we watch? Megamind.
I was in Star Wars, dude.
I know.
Like,
Yeah, you didn't even get to enjoy.
But anyways, yeah.
I
Scott
didn't even know what
Pilgrim-
happened. I just saw a Twitter post
Scott
about it.
Pilgrim Takes Off, really good, great animation. The dialogue, obviously amazing because it's all of the original voice actors. They came back and it's done really well.
It's
So
very
it's a
good.
big twist. It's not a carbon copy of the movie, and it's just 8 episodes of awesomeness, and it is a fucking anime.
Yeah, apparently it's not on my enemy
It's
list.
not anime.
Even though it is made by an anime
Yes,
studio.
and-
Oh,
well,
Joey, the anime man, made a
it's
whole
made
video.
by a majority of Japanese people.
Yeah.
The only thing that's not Japanese is like in the main roles. There are other cast members that are not Japanese, but the main one is the director is
Right.
American.
Yeah, he's American.
But
But the
everything
animators
else-
and everything are
everything else
Japanese, so by
is-
that standard, I'd argue it's an anime
but the
because
only
it's
reason the director is that way is because it's the creator of
right,
Yeah.
Scott Pilgrim.
right.
Well, yeah, Joey Anime Man made a whole video. He went through the whole like rules of my
Right.
anime list, what it considered to be an anime, and it's just
Right.
them being hypocritical because it meets all the criteria.
Right,
And there's other forms of media that they already have on their site
right.
that is the exact same. Then
Yeah.
it shouldn't be classified as anime.
You know what should be put on my anime list? The
because it's-
SpongeBob anime, brother. Let's go.
Because people are saying, oh, it's not classified as an anime because it's not based off a Japanese properly. It's based off an American.
Well,
property.
I feel like everyone
then
keeps
there's-
changing the rules
Yeah, there's
every
a Studio
time.
Ghibli movie that's based off a British novel.
Yeah.
Most of them
So-
are. A lot of them are.
Yeah, so when Mari
Yeah. When
leaves or
Mari
something like
leaves,
that, I don't
yeah.
know. Something like that.
Well,
And
like
then-
another
but
one.
That's a British novel.
Yeah. I mean,
So-
shit. Fucking Howl's Moving Castle is based off a Western novel, so.
Yeah. So I don't understand.
Tales from Earthsea, based off of like an American novel series.
Yeah.
It's bad apparently, but like, based
So
off a
how
big.
does those count? But not.
Yeah, exactly.
Not Pilgrim Takes
If you haven't watched it, watch it. It's amazing. Have you watched the movie? Watch the movie. That's also amazing.
Yeah.
So
It's made by the same people that did like Ping Pong the animation. And all
Right.
that stuff.
Yeah.
And they count that stuff. They count all the shit that they did prior.
Right.
Anime, but not this one.
those people
So-
did do a bad anime.
Ping Pong the animation's got
No,
great
Ping Pong
reviews. What are you
the
talking
animation-
No,
about?
they did do a bad anime.
What was it
They
again?
did Japan Sings.
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
By the way,
Josh and our
that
dog.
makes sense that that's made by that too because it is ugly looking.
Yeah. I know.
The art style is ugly.
I know.
So, here's the thing. I'll
You
watch
seen
Scott.
Japan Sings?
No, but I've heard it's really bad.
It's
I'll
so
I'll
bad.
I'll watch
It's so
Scott
bad.
Pilgrim in that in one of those like 17-minute descriptor videos that
Bruh.
I told you guys counts as
crazy.
watching the
How you
movie.
gonna do that to my
you
boy?
could no, just watch the
How are you gonna do that
and
to
then
Ramona
watch the
Flowers?
anime.
That's crazy.
And then you'll enjoy both. So there you go.
See, I'll just
'Cause
like.
as soon as you get to that cake, bro, you're pausing.
I do think the anime is better than the movie.
Oh really?
Come at me.
Oh, really?
Yes, I do think it's better.
The twist is really awesome.
Listen, I think it just does better in animation.
Right.
I think
that the property is so wacky and fucking out.
Yeah,
I
get it. I get
the
it.
dialogue's so wacky and shit like that.
Right.
It just makes more sense as an animated property than making it live action. I expect the live action because they did a very good job with it. With
just
what
felt
they
too
had.
short.
But it's a live action.
It felt so short to me. I wish it was longer.
But it's so cartoony and stuff. It just feels like a cartoon.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
Well,
shit that happens in that movie.
Well, you know, you're speaking of anime.
Yeah.
Nathan's
So I
been
think
enjoying
it's
his
both-
weeb
it is
self
animated.
for the past 2
It's
days.
better. Also, I like the twists more.
The twist is great.
The twist is very cool, and
Yeah.
I like they fresh out the characters more. You
They do.
actually start
You-
caring
yeah.
about the exes
You
and stuff
get
like that.
a lot.
You get more of like what their objective is. Like in the movie, they're just going after Scott, and you're like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
I guess. But in the show, you actually get to know their personalities while they're going after Scott Pilgrim, all this kind of
You
stuff.
get more of a backstory
And-
with Ramona and
yeah.
them.
You get more of a why Scott is like he's supposed to be like the ultimate fighter of the Providence and stuff. You don't really get that in the movie. They just kind of like, oh yeah, this is Scott Pilgrim and he's just gonna do stuff, and then he starts doing shit. I don't know. I like the movie.
Because people
A
think
lot
it
more
deserves
than
anime of the year.
Mm.
I think it's
I
that
just
good.
think the show's
You know,
It
so
won't be on the Crunchyroll Awards probably. But
just to put it on the
it
record,
should be.
should be.
just to put it on the record, I have succeeded in a task I was trying to do for 2 years
Yeah, get on with it.
of the critically acclaimed hit MMO Final Fantasy XIV with a free trial
So
up to level 70 through 2 critically acclaimed expansions,
No.
Heaven's Word and Stormblood. And I have advertised this to Nathan for 2 years, trying to get him to play. And then playing Fallout 76 because we're losers and got nothing else to
Well, I
play.
beat Spider-Man. I beat
Losers.
Mario Wonder. Spider-Man.
then-
I don't know if I talked about this. Spider-Man 2, fucking amazing. Play the goddamn game. So
But-
good.
So-
Spider-Man 2 is very good.
So good.
But so we're playing Fallout 76. The game is broken as always.
Yeah, I got Fallout 76 because it's supposed to be a lot
Is it
better
still
now.
Yes.
and
It's still
it is
broken.
better though
But it's still broken.
because I can be in a private world and shit like that.
But like, dude,
how is it
it's so Nathan talked to an NPC one time, and for the rest of the game, it said he was stuck in conversation with the NPC.
But Will killed the NPC.
The NPC doesn't exist anymore because anytime I encountered an NPC, I shot him in the head because I was like,
But
"Fuck
I
it, it's
fucking
funny."
love
What the
Fallout,
fuck?
so I wanted to give it another
so
try. And it
fucked
was
up.
only $8 on the Steam fall sale.
tried
so
shooting
I
the
got
children
it,
too,
and
but it didn't work.
I'm having fun just playing it on my own time. Also, speaking of Fallout, so fucking happy. The Fallout show trailer was
looks good.
released. Comes out April 12th. Super excited.
We'll see,
Looks
it's
really
good.
good. The graphics look
Okay.
good. It's made by the studio who does The Boys, and we love The Boys.
Interesting thing
So-
about that though, apparently the creators of it and everything are treating this as Fallout 5.
Yes.
Yeah,
They're
they're
saying
treating it
they're
as
saying
just
Fallout
it's
5.
canon.
Saying like this is Fallout 5 for them, and they are going to treat it like this
Like,
is like a
proper
official
thing.
sequel to
Yep.
It's
like
also
official thing of Fallout.
yeah. Todd Howard confirmed that it is in fact canon to Fallout
He
lore.
did say it is canon. The main
Interesting.
protagonist is a female, and the Vault is Vault 33.
You don't understand as a Bethesda fan how weird it feels to see Todd
see his
Howard
name
on a
on a
trailer of a
production.
yeah,
They're
dude.
like,
I'm
"Oh,
just
we're not
like
gonna get Fallout 5 for like another decade. So
yeah, because we
Well,
gotta
if
wait for Elder
EA
Scrolls 6 to come out, and then it's gonna
if
be
ES6
another
doesn't
decade. Yeah,
succeed,
Yeah, it's probably
we're
gonna be a
never
decade from
gonna
now,
see another
so,
Fallout game.
yeah, probably not.
If ES6 does not succeed, we'll never see
Probably
another
not
Fallout
because
game.
I feel like
don't know if that's true.
we're
I
probably
think
not
they'll
gonna
still
see any
make
big
fun of the
budgety,
games,
but
people are not gonna have faith in them.
yeah, it's also
It's gonna be like a CD Projekt Red that
Yeah.
people started losing their.
But
faith
I also
with
feel like
Cyberpunk, but now they kind of won people back.
It's really
so-
cool
Yeah.
though at Fallout 76 that they gave us the Vault 33 suit
That
for
is
the
cool.
show.
but I do
Yeah, Elder Scrolls 6, yes,
Does
they're gonna
bad.
lose a lot of fans,
Yes.
and it's gonna be real bad,
See?
and they're gonna have to.
then
win
everyone's
each
gonna play
other's
Skyrim.
here's the thing.
for
Since
their
I'm going to
lives.
college for 2 years for game development, I'll just join Bethesda and make sure the game's good.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's totally how that works. One
You know?
person working on a massive game.
Yeah,
that's
see,
taking,
I'll
like,
pull up to Todd
decade,
Howard. I'll be like,
decade,
"Yo,
more than a
we're
decade.
cousins, bro. I share your same last name. You gotta let me take the charge on
Listen,
this, bro."
Not necessarily what you think is good is what the community thinks is good, so it doesn't matter.
Well, see, here's the thing. What I think is good is what the community thinks is good because I am in the Elder Scrolls fandom. It's what Todd Howard thinks is good. The community doesn't think is good is the problem. Look at Starfield.
Starfield, yeah.
Yeah. Key example. Todd Howard has differing opinions from, the rest of the fans of the games. Now, Todd Howard is also easy to manipulate because apparently all you have to do, how they got Oblivion to be the way it is they straight up hit Todd Howard with the to get what they wanted in Oblivion. They were like, we could just here's our prompt, and all they said was it's like Lord of the Rings, and he was like, I'm sold. make it like that. So all I gotta do is go up to him and be like, bro, it's like XYZ mega hit. And he'd be like, I'm sold, dude. Why do you think he got fucking Sean Bean in Oblivion? Because it was like Lord of the Rings, dude. You gotta have the guy from Lord of the Rings. The one does not simply...
Damn, the PC said it's working, bro.
I don't think that's the PC.
Is it not?
I think that's the...
It's the
air shit from
It's the
next door.
Yeah.
The-
What is it?
the AC or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, the AC.
Oh, okay.
What is it?
But-
RV? What?
Yeah,
I
I
think
don't
it's
know.
an RV or a camper.
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 Whatever.
Yeah,
The Ben
camper.
10 mobile that's
Ben
outside.
10
I'm
mobile.
Yeah.
trying to look for a word.
Yeah.
Camper.
Dude, having a Ben 10 mobile would be cool.
Yeah.
A Ben 10 movie?
Ben 10 mobile.
Oh.
I do want...
was like,
I
Ben
do
10.
want the...
Let me tell you, they made two.
I do want
Not
the...
live action.
Yeah, but they did.
I do want... They did make live action ones, yeah.
action Ben 10 movies.
Yeah, they're not
What?
great.
And guess what? They're bad.
Yeah, they're really
Well,
bad.
I wouldn't expect them to be good.
They're fucking terrible. One's when he's a kid, and then one's when he's a teenager.
My favorite Ben 10 alien is
Gwen's in
Accelerate.
Yes.
Is she not hot?
Yeah, I think even she's a teenager, she's hot. She's a little child when she's in the
Well,
first
yeah,
one.
obviously.
But I don't
Yo.
know if she's hot. She might be a teenager. I'm not. Okay, when I was a kid, I thought she was attractive. I'm gonna say that.
Yeah.
I don't know how old that
Kid
girl is.
crush,
In
yeah.
the actual
Yeah,
movie.
yeah.
I will say, future Gwen though, like the adult Gwen that comes back in time a couple
In
times throughout the show,
Omniverse?
yeah,
Yeah.
she's hot.
Yeah.
She's hot.
Well, they're adults in Omniverse, are they not?
No,
No.
Mm,
He's fucking mature. as
no, I
hell.
think they're like 18.
maybe. I don't know. It's been a long time since I watched Ben 10 stuff.
I think Omniverse. Yeah, I think they're 18.
But anyways,
Yeah, go
yeah.
on with the
Because
final.
they are
So-
connected. All of them are connected, which is weird. Because
Yes.
Omniverse does not feel like the same.
Yeah, I was playing Fallout 76, and then Will has been trying to get me to get this game for like
2
the past
years.
2 years. He's a walking fucking advertisement
2 years.
for it. Okay,
Spin.
Still feel like you should play other Final Fantasies. But you know.
probably should, but it is what it is.
No, he's playing the best one right now, anyways. It doesn't matter.
No, that's so not true.
You haven't played enough of 14 to even have that
No.
opinion.
But I did want an
My
MMO to
opinion
play.
is it's
That's why I got 76 again.
It's every MMO.
We used to play a lot of ESO when we were young. I love MMOs. And yeah, I was already planning on getting it
Without telling me.
Will in like January.
Who was it gonna go your way?
And then I just got it because I don't know how it came up because it came out. We're talking about something, and then I just.
Oh,
made a
because I talked
decision.
about it, and then Jeremy was talking about how he'll get back into it because if I commit to buying the subscription again and playing again, if I don't drop it, and then I was like, I feel like if I buy this subscription, I'm opening a door to my addiction that probably should not be opened again.
And then it only took me fucking 2 hours
to get his account and everything
Try to
all get
log
up set
into an existing account that I had no idea existed because I did. Have
Apparently,
the
he
game on
made the
PS4. I
character
made a
like
character,
years ago.
and that was it.
So the Square Enix
So Will had to
makes it so
contact
hard.
support for me, and then I got my username, and then it all made sense.
Yeah, and then it finally started working.
And
But
now I'm level fucking
like
30.
30.
You're already level 30.
And I
Yes,
just
he
did
is.
my first raid.
I don't even know what level I got.
I'm level 30, did my first raid, and I'm insanely addicted to
yeah,
the casino right
you
now.
were making progress. And,
So I'm enjoying it. It's fun. It's a good story.
and then computer broke.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Nathan has gotten hooked due to the gold saucer, the fucking
the
casino.
casino's pretty addicting.
And got hooked on the Fall Guys. Yeah.
There's a huge ass.
And they have a
casino.
Fall Guys event where you could get
Yeah.
Fall Guys
And
merch.
you rack up. I
And
already
he's
have all
been
the
doing
Fall
it.
Guys merch.
You have to
What's that
play.
game?
You have to play Fall Guys pretty much. You
Okay,
have to
yeah,
play a
if you
Fall
literally
Guys
play
map
Fall
in
Guys
Final Fantasy
games
14.
as a Final Fantasy character.
I don't understand.
Oh,
what
it's-
what is the what does it do?
Oh, there's a hoodie, there's pants, there's 2 crowns,
Yeah.
there's a plushie hat.
There's pets.
There's 2 minions, shoes.
The game mode
and then
sucks.
it's also yeah, and then there's also a really easy
The
way
game mode sucks.
to get dyes.
I don't know, but you said it's like
sucks.
progress.
The hitboxes
The
are
hitbox is
really
annoying.
ass. So
That's
it's
it.
no real skill. It's pretty much luck, because
you
you'll
have to beat it.
even if you don't,
Oh,
you
even
still
if
get some of the
don't,
coins.
You rack up a lot of fucking.
Yeah, and now Nathan's trying to grind out the casino to get some cool.
Yeah, it's the
I did
cat.
hear it.
I heard a voice.
I thought I heard the
Heard
cat,
me
but
out.
Nathan's enjoying it, which I'm very happy about.
Yeah,
I
I'm
thought he was
enjoying
going to
it.
drop it within 2 hours.
I hit my first raid last night, and that was fun. So.
Then wait till you can do.
The kids outside.
Oh, wait till you can do the extreme version of them, which
Yeah,
are
I
the
just
really
wanna
hard,
keep-
difficult
I just
ones.
want to keep progressing, keep loving. I don't even have my fucking mount yet.
Yeah.
The last night,
Well-
I wanted to get my mount, and I didn't. So.
So hopefully I can keep Nathan hooked into this for an extended period of time.
I guess.
Also, in our household, seems like we're slightly getting into Pokemon again.
Yeah.
Opening packs.
Getting some good pulls.
Getting some good pulls. So that's pretty cool.
Oh, I still need to show you
One
my
thing.
trade I made with that one kid. I got
Oh, you made a trade.
Yeah.
I got
you
a
should show me.
Mewtwo EX and I got a Mega
And you
Latios
gave him
EX.
what?
My fucking Monkey V and my promo card, the
Wait, so the
Lucario.
fire monkey guy. You sold that guy?
I traded him off and I traded
That's like the worst VU you have. Why would he accept that?
because and I didn't.
He's a kid.
He's
like
14. I didn't.
He should be no. Listen, if I was
Also,
14, I knew
because
it
I'm
was
I
fire.
also did too.
Well, because I'm chill with him, I did not scam him. I told him I was like, hey, I looked up
Then
the
you
price.
gave him a promo card.
I looked up the price of your Latios card. It's like in a perfect condition. It
Did you
goes for
tell
like
him it was a
200.
promo card?
I did. I told him I was like, dude,
The
I could
pro-
buy this
it is
shit
a
on
cool
Walmart for like
promo
$5.
It is a cool
It
promo
is.
card. Is that the Lucario one?
Yeah.
Lucario
That's
with the,
crazy.
with the,
That's such a nice.
You could buy it for like $5 on Walmart,
I
sealed.
know, but it is a nice card.
It is a nice card, and that's why he wanted it. He said, dude, I don't give a shit how much it's worth. I just want the
It
card.
looks cool.
And then he
it
was,
does look cool. I do like it.
but then he also asked for my full art Magnezone, and I was like, see, I don't know about all that. And then he was like, dude, I'll take the fucking monkey if you don't want it. Like, I'll take. I just want the Lucario, so I'll take anything to get it.
I would
A Mewtwo and a Mega
I would
Latios.
ask for that Raikou.
Yeah, the Raikou. Yeah, I thought that was what he was gonna ask for.
Well, you weren't giving that away.
He did ask for my Charizard, and I was like, if I could get
That's
your Mega
crazy.
Charizards, and he was like, no, because the Mega Charizards,
shit.
he has the ones that go for like 500, and
Yeah, I would hope he wouldn't just
And
fucking give those.
those are the only ones he knew the value of.
Wow, that makes sense.
I did teach him how to look up cards and values of them and everything. I taught him, I was like, you see the little numbers down there, look them up in the name of the card, and you'll find their general sale prices and everything.
Yeah.
Now I will say the Mega Latios is like kind of sun bleached, like it's a bit faded coloring wise. The Mewtwo's all right, a bit crinkled a little bit, but I was like, I don't care the cool cards, and I could get the cheap cards back anyways.
Wrinkled.
Not like not like they're balled up.
No, I gotta see these
What,
cards.
is it like Ben or something?
There's like a little crease in the middle of the Mewtwo.
Oh,
That's
no.
crazy. Nope, would not take.
But I'm also like, I gave away an ass V card that goes for like 90 cents and a promo card that goes for $5.
Now
I don't
Mewtwo
think
ain't
it's
worth
like that.
shit with that crease.
I didn't even do it for the value. I just wanted Mewtwo.
Bruh.
If you're
Anyways.
happy with the
I did get a
So, yeah, we're
$200
doing
card
that.
out of it, so made some money.
Okay. You ready for this Nathan moment I had?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so I had another moment today.
Oh boy.
I wish I wrote these down every time. Because,
Yeah.
I mean, do you remember the last one I called you for where they were talking about on the Trash Days podcast? Was it like Alexander Hamilton or something? It was a saying that they say. And I was like, oh, that's why they say that saying? I forgot what it was. It was like an old history guy. And they said it on the Trash Days podcast a while back. And I called you up and was like, wait, this is why that's a saying? Oh, that's crazy. That makes sense.
I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't remember. I wish I wrote these down. But okay. So,
This happens so often that
yeah, I just have these moments where
just
I
move on.
should have known something a long time ago and I just didn't. And I either see it and then it hits me,
Spit it out.
or I read. So I was in Walmart today putting beer away, and I just started. My brain's a broken record, so I just go through media in my head and I start saying Finding Nemo lines to myself. Okay.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
I think
it
you're-
happens.
I think you're a crazy person.
I told you this is what I do. Like
know,
I just
and
be in the
every time you tell
store
me this,
saying like.
I'm gonna realize that you might be a crazy person.
So I finally came to the one line, and I'm like, it's Brucey, and
What do you
Bruce and
mean
Finding
finally
Nemo.
Came to the line?
He's going through the whole movie.
No, I'm not going through the whole movie. I'm not going through the whole movie. Just a bunch of lines, just a bunch of like quotes.
You
and
said I
shit.
finally got to this moment in the movie. What are you
No.
talking about?
I just say a bunch of the quotes and shit, right? So it's Brucey. That's a reference to The Shining.
Yeah.
Because he's like trying to push
Yeah.
through, and his face is coming through the door. And it's like it's Brucey, like it's
Yeah.
Johnny.
That is one of those moments.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Do you know that? They do so many people reference.
So did you know
But I
that?
didn't know that.
Okay,
was
did you
one
know
of
that
them.
Johnny
Nemo, a
Cage's-
child's movie references the Shining.
Yeah,
Did
it's
you know
like,
Johnny
it's
Cage's
Brucey.
fatalities tend to reference it too? When he rips them in half and he looks through in Mortal Kombat and says, "Here's Johnny." And did you ever realize that was also a Shining reference?
Probably not.
What?
Probably not.
You know, the
Yeah, like
Mortal.
Johnny Cage. He's like,
Oh.
here's Johnny.
Yeah.
Also, when I was a kid, right, and I watched movies, I didn't exactly hear the words properly, so I just kind of went with whatever I was hearing. But nowadays, when I have the lines come back to my head or I watch the movie again, I realize what they were saying. So when he smells the blood, I don't know what I thought they were saying when I was a kid. I thought they were saying like, in the jail cell or whatever, because they're trying to push Bruce away from Dory and Marlon, right? Because he smelled the blood. They're saying intervention.
Yeah.
Like it's drug. He's like, intervention! Like it's drugs, and that's crazy.
Yeah, because it's a support group.
I know.
It's a support group. It's like an AA meeting.
That's fucking nuts. Fish
They're
are
like,
friends, not food.
Yes, they're like an AA. That's why they're just like, okay, so you go, and she's like, I'm Dory, and blah 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 blah, like an AA meeting. It's like the same thing. And that's what that scene is. Because they're trying to get themselves off of fish because they're addicted to fish. Because
I know they're sharks. Yeah, dude, my brain.
At least they're trying to get help.
So it's like blood is his drug.
Yes.
Yeah,
and that's why his eyes go
okay.
solid black.
It's like cracking a beer and you're smelling the alcohol of the beer, or you're smelling the smoke from the cigarette and stuff like that. It's like, oh, I need that.
Yeah. He's like, oh, that's.
Or good. If you're addicted to food or whatever, you smell the fucking steak on the grill and you're like, oh, you start watering and shit like that. That's what it is. It's a trigger. It's a trigger.
Straight up trigger and addiction.
It's crazy how my brain works, and then I just now realize these things.
It's a trigger.
Yeah, that is kind of wild.
Just happens, you know?
To be fair, I've had those moments, but I don't.
Years old.
But yeah, it's like a fucking AA meeting.
It's never gonna stop. There's gonna be all sorts of things from media that I'm gonna just finally be like, oh.
You're gonna be 55 and finally understand a reference, dude.
Adult jokes are in Disney movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Nemo is a Disney movie.
Yeah, it's a Pixar movie.
It's one of the first Pixar Disney movies.
Yeah.
One of the first Disney Pixar's movies.
Well, there's a lot of adult jokes in Toy Story.
There are a lot of
Toy Story.
Do you think the dildos are alive?
Between Mr. Incredible and
she's just so
Yo.
The shit they say to each other.
She's so.
Do you think the dildos and fleshlights are alive in Toy Story?
Yes, we know that. I mean, you've watched College Humor, haven't you?
No.
What? You haven't watched that video? That's crazy.
No.
And I feel bad for them, or maybe good for them. I don't know.
So you never seen the Toy Story College Humor video
No.
where he's fucking his girl?
No.
And the condoms are alive and everything.
And what makes a toy? We've been down this rabbit hole.
So would my fleshlight talk to me if it decided it really wanted to, and just the lips would start moving?
It's not allowed to.
Oh, did I tell you guys? I don't know if I told you this. I meant to tell you this, but they already talked about if they make another Toy Story, what it was gonna be about. It'll be him in college and all the fucking toys, like something happened to them, and like it's Woody trying to find them, and he's helping Woody find them.
Yeah, so basically.
Well, yeah, they're already coming out with another Toy Story.
Yeah, Toy Story 5.
Toy Story 5 is already.
That apparently is the plot though.
Yeah, the plot is Andy reuniting all of his toys for the sake of his childhood.
Which is just Christopher Robin.
Yeah, but also, why are we? You know what I've come to notice? I saw it brought up. I saw it brought up every time Disney's struggling financially. They go back to Toy Story, even though they've done like 3. This will be the 3rd for now. I mean, from the sake of their movies aren't doing as hot. You know, Elemental didn't do as good as it should have.
Has destroyed them
Elemental
this year. They didn't even make
better
well
than
enough for them. I mean, it's still they made fucking over $300 million off of it.
Yeah, but they
didn't even meet budget though, right? With the Marvel movies?
No, the new Marvel
What,
movies.
you're gonna look it up? It's around like 300 something that they made off that movie, and that's a hit.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
They made more money than what they put in.
Next year, do you think Sony will beat them? Because all you're getting next year for the MCU is Deadpool.
It was almost a flop, but then it came back.
What, Elemental?
Do we think Deadpool can beat, what is it, 3 or 4 Sony movies?
Huh?
Because all you're getting next year for Disney is Deadpool.
I think that it's probably just gonna.
And Sony will have 4 films, I think.
Okay. Look at the.
They made around $200 million off it.
Saw the trailer. That shit probably gonna be ass.
Yeah.
Madam Web. I think people are gonna be confused as hell.
What
the fuck is happening in that movie?
Yeah.
They're also making that one
I don't
fucking.
know, it might be good, but I think just the audience.
They're also making that one Lucha Libre one with having Bad Bunny star as the big buff luchador for some reason. Yeah, that one.
What?
I don't even know what that is.
You never heard of the
Is that a Marvel movie?
No, it's Sony's doing a Spider-Man movie that is based off of a one-off Spider-Man villain from a comic that is a luchador that no one knows.
I know about Kraven,
and they're having Bad Bunny play the big buff luchador.
Venom 3, and then I guess that.
They're having Bad Bunny play the luchador. That is crazy bad. Like, no, everyone was just like, dude, no one even knows this character exists because he's in like one comic.
But sometimes that's the best ones.
Yeah, but having Bad Bunny play the buff Bane style luchador is probably not the greatest idea.
Out because I think I saw the reviews out.
I doubt it's gonna do good. They're trying to make like a whole universe for Spider-Man.
Yeah. You know,
I think
Sony's
that they might
shit.
just take the rights back.
You know, Tom Holland hasn't signed.
Yeah.
I think they're biding their time.
No,
trying
he
to
said
make
it's
a
got to be
universe
something
for him,
good.
Yeah.
And then they're gonna yank them back and be like, okay, we're only doing Spider-Man. We're gonna do Spider-Man movies on our own and use these characters that we already built up.
Yeah.
For the universe.
Did you know that?
I think that's what they're planning.
Holland, he has not signed for Spider-Man 4 yet.
He's going to.
He said that he needs to be a good movie before he signs off for it.
He's going to. He made so much money off of those fucking movies.
He did. Andrew
I don't
Garfield
think
made a
anything
lot
could
too.
beat No Way Home.
Nah. I will say.
He will sign on. This is the same thing about the third movie, No Way Home. He wasn't in confirmation that he was signing. I don't know if he's ever going to do it. And then the whole fallout with fucking blah blah blah, and then they did it. I think Tom Holland will come
Also,
back.
very sad time for.
Also, it would suck to leave it at where it was. Peter Parker just doesn't exist anymore. Okay.
It's true.
It would suck.
Very sad time for Scream fans. We're
Yeah.
not gonna get like a good 7 probably.
They killed
if
their
a
own
7 at all.
franchise. They killed their own
You know,
rejuvenation.
there are
franchise.
some people that like this news because they wanted Neve Campbell to come back and everything. And
This isn't the way to do it.
Apparently, that's what they're doing, and it's going to be all about her.
Yep,
and
some-
her husband,
Stupid.
Which is also,
Stupid.
Some
That's-
people also.
Patrick Dempsey.
Some people also like the news because of their politics, but you know, that's neither here nor there. I just think that it's also.
Listen, it's probably not going to be a good movie. I'll probably watch it because I love.
I'm not gonna watch it.
But
I refuse to watch it. I think what they did is so fucked up. I'm not watching it.
It is fucked up.
I
Like
probably will still watch it.
I am gonna vote with my wallet and not pay for that movie
I'll probably wait till streaming. So I'm probably not going to watch it.
Yeah, probably.
because it's just also it feels like I
If
mean
it comes on like streaming.
I get they're kind of waffling
I
around
guess
wondering
it's
what
the
to do now.
Wonka review, 'cause I think it's out.
But I don't know. I just love.
True.
streaming
Did you
on
see the
like
review?
Huh?
The Wonka review. Because it's out.
Oh, is
apparently.
it good?
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh,
Hope it's good.
hopefully.
Cause I want to see that movie. I guess in other news, I just finally started listening to a fucking D&D podcast I should have listened to a long time ago.
Critical Role.
Critical Role. So, because I'm all caught up. I mean, I finished, One Piece.
I need to finish season 2.
One Piece D&D, and then I'm listening and always caught up with One Piece
We both need to.
Marines and Isekai D&D with Daniel Rusted. Shout out, amazing D&Ds, love them. But yeah,
That's my favorite.
finally started Critical Role.
Fucking D&Ds.
The rest of just D&D is so good, but Critical Role is really good. It's just started
That
finally
professional
listening
quality.
to Vox Machina, and it's really funny. So I'm enjoying it because I do want to watch the show Vox Machina.
When you said you started
at some
listening to
point.
it, I had to take me a second. I was like,
So
wait, he's
I
actually
listened to
listening
it,
to like
yes.
the real one, like not the show.
No, yeah.
I was like, because if you listen to the
Yeah,
show,
that
that would be
would
very
be-
weird.
Yeah.
that would be crazy.
But I'm not
no.
complaining.
I listened to
More
the
Critical Role
campaigns.
fans
It
are
also
nice.
took me a minute. Yeah, I was just like, what do you mean you're listening?
Oh, the
You're
actual
listening to the
campaign.
campaign of it.
That sucks though. After what he told me, because damn, I kind of wanted to see this like decrepit mind flare in the show.
Yeah,
But
they.
it doesn't start there. It
the-
starts
and I
after the
told you
guy
why too. Yeah,
gets fucking kicked.
yeah. After the one guy gets kicked off the show because
yeah,
of being
nothing to do with a mind flare at all.
There's like no build up.
all because he's weird.
I think they started pretty well.
So
The show does well.
I mean, the show also kind of does exactly what the campaign does, where it starts off in the middle of a campaign. So I mean, it's not really that much different.
He explains like
He
just
does,
what
but
happened before it.
there's it's
I really
kind
do like all the characters voicing their backstories. That's
I think
Yeah.
the show, it's done well.
I think Nathan's two favorites are some of my favorites, which is
Yeah.
Sam Riegel, Mr. Scanlan, the gnome.
yeah. The Bard's
The Bard,
great,
and
and
Grog,
is obviously
which I-
fucking great.
I told Nathan the guy that plays Grog the Barbarian is the guy that voices Roy
is
Mustang.
awesome.
Travis Willingham. He's a big motherfucker.
I love Roy Mustang.
It's a big dude.
He is a big dude.
A lot of the jokes they'll end up making later on is that Travis is a
He's
big
Roy
dude and could
Mustang.
kill all of them
Roy
at the gym.
Mustang.
He
Yes.
does not
Yeah.
sound like Roy.
Yeah, he does. He's Roy. He sounds like him a bit more in Campaign 2 when he does a
I would
southern
think that
accent.
he's
Weirdly enough,
like Armstrong or something.
you would think, but
Armstrong,
nope. That's Vegeta. That's
Oh,
Vegeta.
yeah, yeah,
It's
it is.
Vegeta's voice actor. Yeah.
That is
But
true.
who does Pride? Or not Pride? Is it Pride? No, Wrath.
I have no fucking idea.
No
I can
idea.
see him doing Wrath.
I know.
I don't know all the voice actors.
But I know it's very weird. To be like,
Yeah, I
damn.
remember that, yeah.
These voice actors.
Those voices.
I enjoy their because I don't watch dubbed anime all that often, so I'm like, damn, I'm glad I can enjoy these voice actors since I don't watch dubbed anime.
Yeah, I mean, how can you not like the generic big buff
dumbass
grunt? Like, dude, it's just so funny. Like, that's why I love Ragnar from fucking One Piece D&D. That shit's so funny.
I try to, do that with.
It's very hard to play without fucking shit up though, because you're like, oh fuck, my stupidity is actually causing the group to have mistakes.
But you're supposed to have conflict in a D&D.
No, you're not. You're not supposed to though. Because I did the same thing. You're not supposed to just straight up put the whole group's life in danger while playing your character 100% of the time.
I disagree on certain things.
But that is just the general. Because if you're taking away from the fun and the character decisions other characters can make due to your character's decision making, you're taking away their ability to play the game. Because their decisions no longer matter because you're prioritizing your own.
I think there's rare women.
I can understand that.
I think there's a gray line.
There is.
The most conflict I've seen
but it's towing
in a
that line that's
D&D
difficult.
campaign is the One Piece Marines. That shit between Tekken's character and
and that's interesting.
And the other guy's character,
They
Lost Paws, is they got so heated. It almost felt real. I was like, whoa.
A lot of stuff in that, like, if Tekken didn't do all that, kind of boring. If they just
their knees.
Because I could see where Rush was going on the pattern. I would have been like, okay, I'm glad that there's a little bit of like fighting back here.
Because in a simple sense, they're at a point where like they're the Marines, right?
Right.
But like Tekken's character doesn't feel like what they're doing is good. Which
is right. And
the One Piece Marines, you know how it is. He's starting to see what's going on.
They're corrupted, yeah.
And then
you
Lost
have
Paws' character is all about the fucking rules.
All about the
we got Nakainu.
The
group.
Basic, but he's not as like
as just slaughtering people, yeah.
But he is
a robot
on that level.
Yeah.
Almost on that level.
He's a robot who slaughtered a fucking like city of people, but because
he's just doing what's right, bro.
Helping some pirates and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, no, we shouldn't just kill them because they want to like just straight up like kill or bring them into jail and do whatever.
So like a smoker and a Kizaru, I guess, would be a more equivalent.
Yeah.
Someone that follows the orders, doesn't really question it.
Lost Paws' character is kind of fucking sus. I don't know if I trust him. Lost Paws' character for One Piece Marines?
Yeah,
he's kind of fucking
sus,
weird. And I don't know if I trust
the armor shit is
yeah.
But yeah, so there is conflict that's necessary, but I'll give you an example. I played, ironically enough, a character called Ragnar was my first character, who was a big dumb idiot with a Texan accent.
That's just a Ragnar.
Yeah. And
do you have bad perception?
How'd you come up with the name Ragnar?
I just thought Viking dude.
Okay.
So,
I mean, Ragnar does have a giant axe.
Yeah.
Did you have bad perception?
No, I think
that was
I had.
The funny thing about him, he couldn't see.
No, I had good perception, really low intelligence.
Okay.
So some of the conflicts I caused, for example, were started the campaign. You're supposed to save this NPC from being captured by goblins and shit like that, right? All right, capture him, and this guy is just a trash talking NPC, right? So I'm like, no one's gonna talk stupid to me like that, and. I pick a fight with the NPC we're supposed to save.
Oh, God.
And I end up fighting him numerous times over the campaign, and the DM had to basically buff his stats that way and kill the vital NPC to the party. I also got into a conflict where apparently I grave robbed one time, and our paladin was not a very big fan of the idea of me grave robbing in a crypt. But I was also like, they're dead, they're not going to miss it. And we grave rob all the people we kill anyways, was my logic. And for being a barbarian, I thought that's pretty good logic. Don't really sound like an issue to me when we kill people and take their shit anyways.
It was his hat, Mr. Krabs.
So the girl who's playing the paladin, she has the paladin try to fight me. And she has a lot of magical gear. She paralyzes me. She fucking just basically attacks me over and over and over again. And I kind of lost. And then I was like, all right. But yeah, it caused a lot of conflict that caused a lot of people to not have much fun. I nearly got into a fight with a shopkeep because she was being an asshole. I gave a child a dagger to try and assassinate that one NPC I was just talking about.
Okay.
Because I was like, hey, I'll give you 2 gold and a dagger if you go and kill this guy in his sleep.
Chaotic?
I was supposed to be chaotic good. Played more chaotic stupid, but it's the thing of you kind of got to balance the line of you do stupid things, you say stupid things, but you don't disrupt the whole campaign while doing it. So okay, in a conversation you say something dumb, but as long as you're not just actually straight up going to get the whole party killed consistently.
I love how D&D is just all about chance and roll roles, obviously.
Yeah, it's fun.
And decisions. So it's like, it's so funny to think of what it would have been like if Grog went down to that mind flare.
Yeah. I have learned, though, that it wasn't just me. It was why the campaign sucked. It was also because our DM was ass. Like,
yeah. You gotta have a
How are you liking Percy?
I do.
He hasn't gotten to his interesting stuff yet, so.
His interesting stuff, but I like him. He's okay. He's not my favorite.
He's gonna be your favorite.
He's gonna be one of them by
That's
far.
what Will said.
No,
100%.
Especially when he watches the show, he's definitely gonna be his favorite.
Yeah.
He's not the rogue.
No, but he
No,
Vax
his
is the
storyline.
rogue.
his storyline and the shit he gets and everything.
And what's going on with him, you'll like him the most. I'm telling you.
Like 100%
To
fits
be
your
honest,
aesthetic.
I think he's my favorite character.
He's
In
really
terms
cool.
of the arc that they go on in the first season,
He's really cool.
Right now, it's Grog and the Bard.
To be honest, Scanlan's my favorite character.
Also,
Sam Riegel's characters are always my
Vax-
favorite.
Vax
So
and Vex are cool.
I don't know about the campaign because I don't watch it every day.
right.
But the show, Percy's really cool. I don't know.
Yeah.
You'll like Percy.
What is he again? What
He is
He has
a
guns.
he's the one.
gun
who-
master
okay.
or whatever the fuck.
Okay, yeah. His backstory was pretty much like family got fucking killed,
Right.
and then he just woke up one day and made his first gun. So far, he hasn't really been able to shoot that gun.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's
tough.
It has jammed on him twice, but he did do something really cool. That's like, bro, that's 5 head. So one of the girls got shot
Right.
with an arrow or something, and to cauterize her wound, he was able to fire the gun off finally, and he used the heat from the end of the barrel. That's
actually really cool.
That's crazy.
So what makes why Percy
How long is this game?
like 75 episodes.
Oh my Jesus.
Campaign 2 is
You're not
130.
You're gonna be so. It's gonna be forever.
I'm already on episode 5.
But it's gonna be like a just cozy thing when you're going through work, just to have something to listen to, you know.
Something, and I love listening to D&D.
Yeah, so it's something to just go through your day, listen to, and everything.
I try to listen to one of their campaigns, but I think I just get distracted and then I know
Right.
what the fuck's happening with them.
Yeah, that's why I watch it as like an actual
I
thing,
have
you know.
to take my phone out and skip the introduction because it's the same shit every episode where it's all the characters introduced.
Yeah.
And then he replays
Like I got
that
lost
For the
when
break,
they
yeah.
go on bathroom break.
and then I was like, I don't feel like going back.
They will.
Listening to it, listening.
They will eventually. The starts will be more interesting because they'll have the sponsors, which are very entertaining. Because Sam Riegel doesn't care that it's actually a sponsor, and then proceeds to just do a whole bit unrelated to the sponsor whatsoever. That gets really funny.
But I think
but-
I was listening to it first.
Percy's a gun guy.
would
If you're
recommend doing it, yeah.
if you're
It's
wondering
good.
why he has
Well,
guns,
4 episodes in, it's really funny.
if you're wondering why he has guns in D&D, is because they started off not playing D&D. The game they
Yeah,
played
this
was
is interesting.
Pathfinder.
Oh.
And that has guns and all that shit. A shit ton more classes than D&D is, like over like 50 plus classes you could choose from. But then when they got approached by Geek and Sundry, they were like, "Do you want to swap over to D&D?" And he was like, "Yeah." So Matt Mercer had to
So
make a
that's
gun
the
class.
campaign they're connecting to.
Yeah, it was their original Pathfinder campaign. But so Matt Mercer had to make a gun class for D&D to work in order for a character to not be out of all of his abilities.
I really like Matt Mercer. I mean, he's
a great
sick. His
DM.
voices are great. He's a great DM. I really
Yeah.
like the choices he makes when he lets them persuade or not.
Yeah.
love
I
it.
don't think I've ever disagreed with Matt.
I just
in
wanna
a
see
call
I wanna
as
see
a
the
DM?
map, because the way I hear them talking about the map, it sounds
They get
insane.
crazy too, dude. Like, so, you know,
What are
one,
they looking at?
they're looking at, so Matt spends a lot of his money of being a voice actor on proper minis of like castles and walls
It's
and
on a
forests and
table?
shit. Yeah. And,
Oh,
and he
okay.
builds the whole map.
Yeah,
And he
they're
brings it
sitting
in. It's a
down.
battle
I know
map.
they're sitting at a table,
And
I just didn't know
so
where the map
they all
was.
have their minis and everything. And then,
Okay.
you know, they actually play the proper board game version of D&D, like how we did with the shitty battle map where I drew out shit, except they have the minis of everything. And it gets so intricate at a certain point. There was one where there was like this oasis, like rock pillar with waterfalls and shit, and he built a map for it and everything. And I'm like, dude, how the fuck is he doing this? This is so tedious.
It's all like 3-dimensional.
And he loves doing it. He says he really loves doing it. That's why he adores Critical Role, because he played D&D in high school and tabletops in high school, and he's like getting to play with some people that I never thought I would play a game with, because they were not
We're just a bunch of nerds.
not all of them were
Did they
friends.
announce that they're doing the other campaign for animated?
Yeah, season 2, which would be one I'd be more enticed to watch because it starts off from their level 1, so you get the fresh start of
Cool.
my favorite
Because
character
he's
in
not
there. My favorite character in there is Gaara's voice actor's character.
I got kicked from the first scene.
Your favorite character of Campaign 2 is going to be my favorite character. His name's Caleb. He's a human. He's a wizard, and he has trauma with fire.
Nice. Just like
very edgy.
Spooky's character.
Yeah, but yeah. So what makes it interesting is that they were not all friends before Critical Role. Matt was dating his wife, right, and shit like that, and Liam and Sam. So Vax. Or Vex, whichever one's the dude.
Vax is the boy and Vex is the sister.
Vax and Scanlan, those two guys, they had a podcast before they did this.
Okay.
Which you can actually listen to their second episode of the podcast, and that's how they got into it.
Oh.
But not all of them were friends, and then they did it just for the sake of saying fuck it, why not? We'll try it, and then they became best friends for like 10 plus years now.
It seems
and now
like
they own a
just
multi-million-dollar
friends.
business, So
they're
they've taken a pretty big W here.
My favorite part of Critical Role is like even as Matt is talking as the DM, they're all like having their side conversations.
As
and
just a group of
everything.
friends, yeah.
Oh, it just but like in game.
Yeah.
So it just sounds real. That's why I feel like it would work so well for a show because like they're all talking in the background and like
all
normal
planning and shit,
conversations
yeah,
Like,
all
Grog
doing
would
whatever.
Just, like, say some random shit from the back, and I just love it.
It is great chemistry too, of just knowing how to bounce off of each
That's
other.
crazy. I didn't know that.
That takes a lot of years of playing to
I
get
didn't
at
know
that.
Yeah,
Vex-
but they're also voice actors.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I didn't know that Vex and Grog were married.
Like,
Yes.
improvising
Travis took a
and stuff
W.
Like that is part of being an
She's
actor.
hot.
Vex and the other girl, they're both good looking.
Yeah.
I don't know what this other girl looks like because she still hasn't joined yet.
Yeah, Ashley Johnson.
Which one?
Ashley Johnson, Ellie's voice actress, who plays Pike.
I
the
haven't
paladin.
seen her yet.
Because she's off and on up until Campaign 3, just because she's the only
she's-
one that actually
she's
does
the
actual
But she's
acting.
also like a.
She's like a healer.
like
No,
a
actually, she
warlock.
might not be a paladin. She's a cleric, I believe.
Yeah, she's a cleric. She's
Yeah.
a cleric because she
Uh,
has like.
Matt
magic
tends to.
and
I
stuff.
think that they've all agreed on the hard rule, which has never been confirmed, but I think they've all agreed just to not play paladins at the start of a
You
campaign.
like the horny bard.
Yes, he's my favorite. He's just my favorite player.
He's funny.
Scanlan.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
funny. I do
Scanlan.
like him
Oh.
too. That's what I said.
He's
Him
funny
and
as
Grog
fuck.
are my favorites.
'Cause-
Right now.
Dude, some of the
He's
jokes.
also really good in the show.
Dude, so one of the jokes in the third campaign that he set up like 30 episodes prior, he set up a long con burn of a joke where, firstly, when he's introducing his character, he's a little robot. He's like, my story is that he's a little southern robot that where my creator, we had a bunch of little robots. She named us all after her favorite smell. So I'm fresh cut grass. There was apple pie. There was pussy. And then eventually he figures out what happens to his compositor because his backstory is they're all dead. He's announced that the first 5 minutes of instruction. He's like, the monster ate my pussy. He just says this randomly all rip, and everyone stops for 10 minutes to start laughing. There's also a moment where Matt misspeaks, and instead of saying quivering and shivering, he says shivering queef, and it disrupts the game for the next hour of people just crying laughing because they're making fun of him, and they've made fun of him for every campaign since.
Come to a point where Matt named a part of this cave or something, right? And they keep calling it the vulva, and he's like, it's not the vulva, it's the that. And then Grog is in the background like, well, that would be a good time for a name change, wouldn't it?
Dude, you will learn. They are so childish, dude.
I love it.
There is so much childish sexual humor, especially from Travis's wife, Vex, dude, Laura Bailey. She's so fucking childish, bro. Anytime something even remotely that's what she said style pops up, she starts giggling, and then everyone starts laughing. And
Her bear is sick. To call a bear trinket is so
throughout campaign 2, you get to see her go through her first pregnancy, which is very interesting.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and she plays all the way up until near labor time, and you get to see her and Sam sit next to each other. It was not a good idea to sit those two next to each other because they're like BFFs, and they are disrupting Matt's explanation of things by just talking over him to each other a lot, and it's very funny. You can also
Yeah,
Sam.
I could see him get a little irritated.
Yes.
sometimes, but he's just like, okay, all right.
Come on, guys, bring it in.
Back. Bring
Come
it
on,
back
guys.
in. And
They-
then Grog be like, if you can hear my voice, clap once. Fucking dead.
I do love it. It's just funny. It's just funny, and
Good.
I think that's probably what I'm gonna listen to when I start the Amazon delivery. Is just put on Critical Role campaigns and just start listening.
Yeah, I finally now have something that will take me a while to listen to. But I mean, listen, I can pretty much get through like 4 to 5 episodes a day.
Yeah.
I can get through this.
You can get through it you can get through it pretty quickly. It goes by fast too.
But I do want to watch the show.
Yeah.
But I wanted to actually listen to the campaign before I watch the show because then I'll really be like, oh my god.
Yeah, you'll get all the references and everything. Yeah.
I love having that feeling.
It might also get you into campaign 2, which I think.
No, I plan on listening to them all.
Campaign 2, I think, has an issue of it's so long.
If I'm enjoying it this much,
So long.
from just
130 episodes or so.
If I'm enjoying it this much from just 4 episodes,
Yeah. Campaign 2 has better characters, arguably, though. So instead of playing a bard, Sam plays a goblin rogue female who's an alcoholic.
Female.
Yeah.
Okay.
And his voice, and his voice for it is,
You can play a goblin?
yeah, it's a replayable race. Most of the time, people don't play it because its stats kind of suck. But Sam always plays the small character 100% of the time. His robot, the size of like a dwarf, he always plays the small midgets because he finds it funny. You should listen. I'll link it to you at some point. Their podcast episode with how those two got into it was they decided every week they were going to try something new. That was the whole idea. Every week they try something new, then next podcast they talk about it. And they decided they were going to try D&D because Matt Mercer had invited him to a game. And then Sam had never played D&D, and he was like, yeah, but like, what's the worst possible character I can make? Liam, I don't know this game like at all. I'm not a fucking turbo virgin. So like, what's the worst possible character I can make?
The bard, I think he's like really into D&D.
Yeah.
He's one that said like he's been playing since he was like 13, and he brings up one of the races, and then I'm like, what, you know that? He's like, yeah, I know. I'm just kind of like a nerd.
No, the bard is new in that campaign.
Oh, then it wasn't him.
No, yeah, he's new. That's his first campaign.
Oh, okay.
So him being that good is the surprising part, because he's very good at combat too, very good. And what's weird is, so in the podcast he was like, "What's the worst possible character to make?" His friend was like, "Probably a gnome is the worst possible race you could pick. No one likes them." And then he was like, "Okay, now what's the worst possible class?" He was like, "Probably a bard, like a gnome bard would be funny." And then when you get like the most iconic character throughout all of Critical Role via that choice,
Okay, so the Dragonborn is who gets kicked.
yes.
Okay. Gotcha.
Which sucks because I've never seen anyone play a Dragonborn since, because I feel like they try to avoid playing that race, even though it's such a sick race. It's very depressing because what's really shitty
What
is...
you say that makes sense.
Yeah.
I've literally already heard him make like 2 half-chub jokes.
Yeah, he makes very weird sexual jokes. That like Sam when he does at the bar. Nope, never has been.
Oh, yeah, they're teeth.
Yeah. But with regards to him, it's not so much... He's doing the sexual jokes because Sam does it, and they're funny, because Sam Riegel, the bard, is a funny guy. However, Mr. Dragonborn Man Orion does not understand comedy and when the timing of to make a sexual joke that's funny is, He also apparently was high on meth a lot of the times.
Whoa.
And had cancer. So he had some personal struggles that probably made it harder to deal with him because he mentally was not in a good spot.
I'm just listening, and like Grog is unconscious on the ground, and they're trying to heal him, and then Vex like kisses him and gay, but he makes a half-chub joke. I'm like,
Yeah. It's kind of weird, champ. That's basically how I view every episode he's in. Is he's kind of weird, champ. Like Pago, bro. Stop talking.
Even though she goes with it.
Yeah.
She goes with it, stupid sexually, where she's like, well, that's not all we heal. Everything becomes maximum. And I'm like, oh my god.
So the thing with him is, I don't like think they always had problems with him, because they played with him for years before they started the campaign. I think eventually though, his personal issues got him so bad that like he was getting worse and worse and worse, and they were like, all right, it's getting a bit much.
Yeah.
He is not a better person now, which is the disappointing part. I was hoping he was. He, for example, took charity donations on a live stream, and he spent it all on a PS4 and PS4 games instead of donating it to the charity. So
So
also
this campaign came out when?
2014, 2015 actually. Yeah, sounds about right. So it's not been 10 years yet. They're probably gonna do some big event for the 10-year anniversary. Probably like a big special mini campaign or something.
Like I told you, I thought the whole Moist Critical thing was funny.
Yeah.
He's just like Moist
Critical Role
yeah,
is such a good
Critical Role. And then they fucking came on there and was like, nah, you can't do that, bro. We own that name. You're going to have to think of something else. And then
Is that another thing
named
that
it Skill
tempted
Check.
you into listening to
Yeah,
it?
for sure. I plan on listening to Charlie's as well, Skill Check. That sounds fun.
I saw a lot of the chatters of that were not entertained because they were bored because I don't think they understood what watching a D&D campaign entails. Where you're not watching, like, I'm sorry that it's not animated, bro. I don't really know what you're expecting. It's a lot of number crunching. It's a lot of jokes. A lot of downtime.
Like, it's not that. Let's be honest.
But you would think that they would, like...
I would just think it was boredom.
Yeah, but no, dude, when I was watching the live chat, dude, some of them were just like, this shit's so boring. And I'm like, yeah, that's D&D, bro. Like, it's not going to be the most fun 100% of the time, dog. There's a lot of boring shit in
If
D&D.
I had, like, a D&D campaign, like,
It's a bunch of
podcaster or whatever,
Yeah.
I'd probably name it either, like, Roll for Initiative or, like, Roll For, and then it would be the campaign name.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
Good luck getting any good campaign names because a lot of them are taken, which is the real sad part. There's a lot of D&D campaign broadcasts since Critical Role.
Your campaign name off of, like, I don't know. I mean, it could be the final world you have,
Yeah.
or just the
Like
idea
the group
of the
name, like
campaign.
they did. Yeah, so
Like One Piece did the fucking Devil's Luck Pirates.
I know that the name for the group of campaign 2 is the Mighty Nine. There's not 9 of them. And they get asked by NPCs every time, and they're just like, yeah, our last 2 members got, kind of a sad story. They never had another 2 members, but that's just what they say to everyone.
So dumb.
They only called themselves the Mighty Nine because they always reference German when the word number 9 comes up, and they'll shout 9 as if they're German, and then they decide to rock
It's like
with
a
it.
reference to the freaking game. Mighty Number 9.
Like I meant to ask Josh.
They have mentioned the game.
How do you feel about Daniel Greed's character now? I think it's hilarious.
It's funny, but I just don't know.
He's my favorite character, and he's having a whole character arc.
Talk about a person that literally will bend the fucking envelope as much as they could.
Oh yeah,
Daniel Green.
Oh, he does the most. Dude, I actually think he would be pissed off about how he plays this game.
It's fun though. It's fun.
He straight up will do like actually evil shit. Like
Yeah.
not like you can't even like say it's even neutral. It's straight up evil what he's doing.
It is interesting that
he's-
you got into
he's
Daniel Green
killed
due
one
to
of the
these D&D
NPCs.
shits, you know?
Yeah, it was Shakespeare. Yeah,
Ah.
Shakespeare killed Shakespeare.
Oh.
And he used his corpse. Well, no, Shakespeare kind of died, but it kind of was his fault. He didn't really kill him, but then he used his corpse as a weapon and started beating the shit out of people with his body.
But now,
And then everyone else is like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
That shit's funny as fuck, though.
It is hilarious. It's very funny.
Now he's switching to a monk, and he's
swearing off vows.
Yeah, he's practicing
off
the
killing
good.
people.
Yeah, he's swearing
Inner
off killing
peace.
people. He's becoming inner peace, one with the world.
My inner
Becoming a good
zen,
person.
yeah.
He got rid of his gun.
Oh.
He had a Tommy gun.
Well, he got rid of like all his weapons, and they're like, "Wait, but you don't have your."
Yeah, he literally said, "I used my bat." You don't
He's like,
have
"You don't
that.
have that. You threw that away."
He's like, "Oh yeah, you're right."
Fuck.
Dude, I
So,
love
is this in the Isekai or One
Yes,
Piece team?
dude. You'd like the Isekai D&D. I think you'd like the One Piece D&D too. The
Yeah.
Isekai D&D is really funny.
And it's
I
also
love
more
Daniel
original.
Green.
It's not
Right.
about one.
Right.
They don't have to cater
Yeah.
to what.
So,
like,
the canon and shit,
one-
yeah.
But Rustage, it's cool with One Piece D&D because he puts like little references
Right.
here and there. Like for example, like Kid
Right.
puts his dad in there,
Right.
which is pretty
You
cool.
could sprinkle in little
Yeah.
references.
But like
I-
Isekai is its own world and
Right.
everything. It feels like
Yeah.
apparently it's similar to like Drifters, which is like a.
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
which is-
Rustage's
I've watched
Rustage's
some
whole
Drifters.
idea of the campaign is these people from different timelines.
I never watched
get
it.
isekai.
That's pretty
That's
good.
what they say. They're like, "This
These
is
people
fucking
from different
Drifters."
timelines get isekai into this world,
Right.
and then they have to find. They each have like a necklace.
Right.
They have to find the pillars
Which is
that
their
have these
class.
necklaces.
So
Right.
Paladin,
Class.
Rogue,
And they have,
Right.
and they have a god,
Right.
and they're trying to get home. Well, some of them are trying to get home. Fucking one character, he does not give a fuck about getting home because he just wants some snake ussy. And then so what he does is he brings historical figures into the isekai world.
brings,
That's
like-
pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, he brings,
So I
like,
see why you guys
literally-
mentioned Shakespeare.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
so
bro,
it's
like
like Shakespeare.
George Washington.
Blackbeard makes a
That's pretty good.
appearance. Not
Yeah.
Like actual official
Actual-
One
Black
of
Knight.
the newest ones, which was weird, was Jack the Ripper.
Yeah, Jack the Ripper.
I actually think that's really cool.
It is really cool.
there's also Jesus, but it's like an
Is he
underlying thing.
actually
Like,
Jesus?
Is he
Yeah,
actually?
it's just a hippie guy named Jesus.
And is he just portraying himself as Jesus?
Yeah, exactly. Because certain things he does, they're like, oh, he
No, that's not what Jesus would do.
No, he does.
He does have a necklace?
He does have a
Oh, I
necklace.
thought he didn't have.
Is he a cleric? I hope he's a
does
cleric.
have a necklace, but how he talks about things and stuff like that, it doesn't seem like he's really.
Yeah.
And they even asked Rustage, like, is this actually Jesus? It's like, oh, well.
Guess you have to
ask him
find.
find out. And they keep, like, they fail their checks and stuff like that. And it's like, yeah, apparently he's
He
convinced.
seems like Jesus enough to you.
You believe that he's Jesus. So it's like, okay.
But the way Rustage has put together this isekai world is really cool.
Right.
With the cities and the factions and the countries and everything is really cool. Like there's like
George Washington existed.
There's
Yeah,
like
you
it's
mentioned
a
that.
lot of. What is that whole battle? It's fucking George Washington and them fighting. Is it Alexander?
Alexander the Great?
So there's Alexander the Great, George Washington, and the most
Napoleon.
probably one of the most famous historians of the has so many kids, has like thousands of fucking ancestors, and I mean not ancestors, descendants. What is his name?
From what region of the world?
He's
Eastern, Western.
Eastern.
Genghis Khan.
Yeah, Genghis
Oh, it
Khan.
was
Genghis
Genghis
Khan.
Khan. Yeah.
I don't know why I keep on forgetting. I forgot his name, but yeah, Genghis Khan, Alexander the Great, George Washington are
Yeah.
all fighting each other.
That's actually great.
And basically, they have like which one's the better
Like general and everything.
general and
Yeah.
shit like that. Yeah. So,
And they
and
could
the
have picked.
characters in it is like trying to.
Yeah.
But they picked George Washington.
All right.
And the way Rustage just does George Washington is so good. He's like America.
Yeah, he talks like an American.
Yeah.
It's like
And
that's
he's
not
British.
how George
Yeah.
Washington would talk. And he's just like, yeah, America is great.
Just the overly American
Yeah,
dude.
he's
We all have a voting system.
Yeah, he has like a. And they're just like, that's not how George Washington would talk.
It's just Rustage's stereotypical American viewpoints.
You
Yeah.
would love it.
I feel like I would.
It's so good to listen to, and we love Daniel Green, and in my opinion, he's the best character.
It's way easier to get into.
I do like.
It's not all the same people from One Piece.
Right.
So Spooky's not in there.
Right, I saw that.
and- I think that's it. Oh no,
Lost
yeah,
Paul.
Lost Paws is in there.
No, it's not.
No?
No. It's
It's Cody.
Yeah, it's Cody, which is his best friend.
Does a lot of the raps with
Jabberty?
him.
Ah.
Writes the
Jabberty?
music with him. Yeah, Jebediah.
Jabberty? Something like that.
And then it's what? Tekken and Daniel.
Yeah,
Tekken,
So
Daniel
Spooky
Green,
Oswald's not
and
in
Ragnar's character, which is what is his name?
Briggs,
Briggs,
but it's like anime something.
Yeah. And he's great. He plays Ragnar, and then so he plays like the big grunt in One Piece D&D,
Right.
and then in Marines D&D he plays like also a big fish man, which that shit is so funny. And Tekken netting him, that shit was hilarious.
Yeah, One
so
Piece.
racist.
One Piece. And then
He's guy plays a child who's like a fucking weeb gamer.
Yeah,
who just
he
wants
plays
like
like
a
a
snake
60s
ussy.
Ah.
Yeah.
See,
and then he's like
can I blame him? No.
He's
He
a
doesn't
wizard.
want to go to the back to the world.
So
He plays like a wizard class.
I think the only cool character I ever played.
Also in Isekai D&D, I think that's the only D&D so far where somebody in the main cast dies and then gets replaced. Not by another.
Yeah,
human,
not by.
but they have a new character.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I won't get into that. But yeah, that's like major spoilers.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think all of them are pretty good. But the easiest one probably to get into is Isekai because you don't need to know anything about One Piece.
Right.
Like to whoever's watching this.
I could
you wanna watch
see
D&D
Isekai
campaign?
D&D being animated
That's
like,
easy to get
like
into.
a cartoon.
Right.
Like it would just do so well with these rat people and shit.
They said they want to do a book. They
That
want to
would
do
be
a
cool.
book, like
That would be cool.
Well, I
Like a
told you,
comic
there's a
or
guy-
something.
There's a guy who's drawing out and writing out a One Piece D&D manga.
That's interesting. But they actually want to look into doing a novel and stuff like that, and to just change. Well, for the One Piece, they do want to do a One Piece D&D like novel thing, but they have to change everything. They can't say it's One Piece and stuff like
He
that.
literally has a One Piece D&D card game. Rustage has made this,
Oh
and
shit.
it sells crazy well.
That is actually surprising.
No, it's not a One Piece D&D. That's the
No, it's One Piece D&D card game. Yeah, it's One Piece D&D card game because that was their first campaign, and he made a card game
I
out
know
of
they
it.
did the Isekai one.
I don't think they.
No, I guess they did do the One Piece
They
D&D.
did the One
But
Piece
they had
D&D.
to change stuff around, and they can't.
Yeah, because Rustage has an artist who draws all the characters,
Ah.
and so each thumbnail is the
Right.
character, and the artist does really well.
So
Also, we now know that One Piece D&D Marines will eventually link
Crossover.
up with One Piece D&D.
Well, we've been known this. They
Yeah,
said this
yeah.
at the end of One Piece D&D. There's like a teaser of like, blah, blah,
Yeah.
and they're like, oh, well, this will continue in One Piece Marines.
So,
And
I
that's how
think
it
That's
ended.
gonna be crazy.
The only cool character I think I ever played in D&D was I played Dragonborn Paladin. Because Dragonborn's my favorite race and Paladin's my favorite class. Apparently that's a really overpowered combo. I did not know that when I played that.
Yeah, a lot of Dragon Boys are.
They're very strong. I just killed things really easily, but I played a reluctant Paladin. Like, he was chosen by his
you went
god.
against,
And he was just like, okay, I guess,
religious
but like,
stuff.
don't expect me to like follow your commands to a T.
Something I never see is like an
which you're gonna see
Orc
is interesting
mage.
with Peak or
Yeah.
what is it? Peak?
Pike. Yeah.
Yeah.
She goes on a journey of like
Religious discovery and all that shit. Yeah.
like how she's dealing with how her she believes in her religion and stuff like that, which affects certain things with that because all your power comes from that religion.
But so I remember I played with.
So that gets interesting.
It was only
But
three
it's
of
in the
us
show. I don't
in this
really know how to
campaign, though.
take care of it in the-
Oh, so is it crazy for the Mind Flayer to be like their first major boss? That
Well,
seemed insane.
it's not their first because technically they were playing like for 5 years before then, so they're already a bit
That's true.
bit of a long con.
Like, you're not
into
even
the campaign.
watching the beginning of that
Yeah,
campaign.
so they're already pretty high
That's
level.
why I didn't even start with that campaign. I think I started
Which
with
came
the second
to? Yeah,
one
probably.
because
You
the
wanna see
third
the start,
It
yeah.
was the third one and the second one because I wanted to start like at a beginning point because I was like, okay, it's starting like in the mid. I don't know. I didn't vibe with the first episode, so I tried to watch the other one, and then I was enjoying it. Then I kind of got lost what they were talking about,
Right.
and then I didn't want to rewatch certain episodes, and I kind of dropped it.
But so like I played with two people, other people. It was my smallest group.
If you like a D&D podcast, by the way, that other people that you like in terms of content, you know that James and Janice and
Yeah,
Chelsea
I know. I told Will about this. Dungeons
has a
Dragons and
D&D
dinner.
has a D&D podcast called D&D,
Yeah.
which is Dungeons and Dragons and Dinner, because they always like the dungeon master makes dinner for them
Right.
and makes a new like dinner and all that stuff, and then they talk about how delicious the meal is and all that stuff while they're playing D&D
Right.
and stuff like that. It's really good. I watched a good amount of episodes of that. I got through like season 1 that they did.
Right.
It's good. It's on Spotify. It's not on YouTube or anything. You would have to listen to it.
Gotcha.
It's not a visual thing. It's all
Okay.
voice.
I listen to them anyway, so it's alright.
Yeah. I played with only two people. Played with a guy from Yemen, I think, who was living in Yemen at the time. So he was playing at like 6 a.m. or some shit. Or I'm playing at like midnight. So
Yeah, I know. You'd have to lose
sucks for
the
that guy.
ball. I remember this.
Then he also was playing with a guy from Colorado who was a local radio host, and he's like 50.
This podcast just turned into just a D&D.
Yes, it did.
Oh, we love D&D.
He played. He was like a 50-something-year-old local,
Campaigns, never finished any of them.
you know, local radio
We didn't even
host.
get close.
No, local radio host,
One
right?
day.
One day, maybe I could do a One Piece D&D, and then we can actually get Jerron to play.
I don't know. I think we need to pick our players
Yes.
Yes.
I agree
I-
with this.
carefully.
Yeah.
Because
whatever.
that was the thing that lost it for me is I wanted to have more fun and be more engaged, and there wasn't
Much engagement.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
But
Well, I tried.
I know you did, and
I
I tried.
I did some stupid
it
decisions.
was you and Nathan
But
though
from the
that
person-
actually
My
took,
character.
From the
actually
person to my
engaged in it at
left,
least.
It just dragged me down.
Yeah.
I just couldn't.
Yeah, the person that we all had to deal
Yes.
with, yeah.
Yes.
But so, we got the best joke I ever did too for an old man. He was 50-something. He was a radio host, right? He played this like fugitive on the run type like smuggler.
He's a radio. Wait, what?
He was a local radio host in his
Really?
town in Colorado. Yeah, he's
That's
like
cool.
50. He has a radio voice too, so I was like,
Yeah,
keep
that's
talking to
very
me, man. Like
Hey, good morning, Vietnam.
every time he kept talking, I was like, dude, like I remember how I
Why
figured
is he
out.
not the DM?
Right? It would probably be pretty good, better than the actual DM. But I asked him,
I would love to be a DM.
dude, I
but
asked
I
him.
just gotta know all the rules.
Dude,
It's
also
a
you
lot
have
of
to-
work.
A lot of planning.
I
It's a
know.
lot of
It just seems so much
setting shit up.
fun designing the
A
world.
lot of
and
work.
The bosses.
See, that's the fun part.
That's
The
so much
not fun
fun.
part is the number crunching.
I know. I hate numbers.
And also, you have to know the rules and stuff because if certain
yeah, people are gonna ask you.
They come
Yeah.
to you. Yeah, I know.
Can
That's
I
so
do this?
stressful.
Oh, anytime
like,
there's
Or,
anytime.
like, in that moment, like if they're just like, "Oh, I'm gonna do this," and you're like, "Well, that's not technically allowed. You can't do that."
Anytime there's a conflict in between players, you have to be the one to handle it too, all that shit. But so I'm sitting there, this 50-year-old radio host playing this character. He's a fugitive on the run and everything, and wanted posters came out for him, right? Now, I had a poster. We went into this alternate dimension dungeon that's in the campaign. You walk into the alley, you're technically in a different dimension. We come out, there's posters out. He's got a wanted poster. Other buddy's got a wanted poster. Me, I'm now Captain Waterdeep, the local hero of the city, because I joined this like Paladins Guild, and they used me as propaganda to make me a hero, and there were trading cards being made of my character.
That's crazy.
And there were foil cards and everything with kids coming up for autographs.
Full art EXs.
And I was like, okay. I was like, not really what I wanted in my life. I kind of want to just coast. I only joined that guild because like the leader of it was hot, and I wanted some fucking pussy. Not very paladin, I know, but I joined a guild. They turned me into propaganda. So like
in the game,
yeah.
you wanted it.
The leader of that guild was hot.
Real life.
I was just like,
I joined a real life guild.
Wanted poster.
I thought it would be like a player in like one of the players was hot and he was just trying to talk.
No, it was an NPC, and she was described as hot.
Face cams?
No, because only one of us would do it at a time because not everyone wanted to, and so we just decided not to.
I was confused. What?
And so. Should I play that shit naked, bro? You think I wanted to sit there and put on my face cam, get dressed in my room? No.
Just have your titties fucking blind.
So we're sitting there.
You didn't care for the fucking podcast.
No, I didn't care for that. But with strangers, yeah, I care. So I sit there and I'm like, okay, I have a really good joke to run. So I asked the dude, I was like, hey, before the campaign, like before we got into the session, I was like, what's your favorite season of the year, right? He was like autumn, like fall. I was like, all right, I was just wondering, man, trying to get to know you better and everything. I think mine's winter. I'm Captain Waterdeep, right? I'm the only not wanted member of our party. So I go up to him at the end of the campaign. The DM's not even here for this because he took a bathroom break. And I'm just like, hey, so in character. Yeah, and in the session, I go up to him like, I have a plan, all right? And I know he's 50-year-old and he loves dad jokes. He likes comic books too. So I go up to him, I'm like, I have a plan to get you not wanted anymore. Then nothing any serious. We're not going to really do it, but just to get them to let you go. We're going to say you've turned a new leaf and you are now my sidekick, the Autumn Soldier. And
oh my God.
It was the corniest joke I had ever set up for 3+ hours of having that shit waiting. And I have never heard a 50-year-old man laugh at a dad joke that hard. Dude, he was laughing for 10 minutes straight.
Oh, you succeeded.
And I succeeded, and I felt so proud.
You told me this before.
It is still one of my most... I'm so proud of getting that man to laugh that hard because he was done. He couldn't talk anymore. And I was like, damn, I did great, bro. And then the DM comes back. He's like, what's he laughing about? I was like, you wouldn't get it. I was like, dude, the coolest shit.
Where are we at?
Like an hour and a half.
Okay.
Yeah, we're probably good to end it here in a minute.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't put one out last
yeah,
week,
but
so I didn't really care how long this went.
But I was like, that was the most fun I had because we were going through his main quest line of his personal shit, and I was basically, me and him were like back to back, just fighting off the enemies and everything, and I was like, this shit's cool.
Yeah.
Well, it's fun.
Eventually, if we ever do set another campaign and it goes well the right way, I do want to finish a campaign with my favorite class as like a rogue, necro, fucking mancer, whatever. But then eventually, I would like once I finish one with that, and I'm happy, I'd like to do something stupid. Like I would like I want like a really short dude.
Right.
So a short race with like a dumb deep voice with a class it should not have.
Just play like a dwarf fucking like bard or some shit.
Like I'm just a small dude with a giant fucking great axe or whatever.
I really I do want to do D&D at some point. It's just it takes a lot of prep work. It's basically a full-time job if you actually try to prep as a DM of like hours a day. Yeah. Trying to fucking.
That's hard when you have a job.
That's why I improvised a lot because also with the other player that wasn't engaged, I was like, well, he doesn't care if I plan this out at all or not. Yeah. And then the few sessions I did plan, you guys had fun, but he just didn't even partake.
Fun.
The frog shit and everything was probably the best session was with the frogs and the owls and everything, and me just rubbing my beard the entire time talking as him.
Yeah.
You know, doing my probably
Doing
very
voices,
racist accent.
Getting engaged and immersed is fun.
At least I
matter
did
how
voices.
stupid it is.
At least I did voices.
And we're not voice actors,
you know,
which makes it better.
I used to do voices, but I remember describing the problem with one of his plans, which was to cut through the floating lily pad because it was and fall. And I was like, yeah, but you're like 1,000 feet in the air, and also you can't, like, if you do that and you say you have wings, your wings are gonna get clipped. You can't fly because your wings are gonna just get taken the fuck off by the magical lily pad. Like, and then he just kept on arguing with me. I was like, okay. I was like, just jump off the side at that point. Why do you need to cut a hole in it? Jump off the side. Like, if you want to leave.
Yeah.
Like,
that's funny.
Yeah, shit like that. That would get frustrating. So
Yeah.
Picking players would be a great idea.
Yeah, it's all about that for sure. That's a
Getting
important
good
part.
chemistry. Like, I feel like with you two and Jerron, we could actually have a pretty solid, just fun time, you
I
know?
want a little bit more than that.
Yeah, but the problem is finding more than that.
I know.
You know? Especially for, like, if we did a One Piece one. Yeah, that's going to be a tough sell.
Kelsey. I mean,
I don't think she'd play a One
I
Piece
just
one, though.
wish she'd have fun with it.
Well,
I don't know if she was having fun or not.
she says she was having fun,
Can
but she's
never
also
tell.
not very talkative.
Yeah, I can.
So it was kind of hard.
Yeah, that's. Yeah.
But yeah, I would like to do it again at some point. I think with y'all four and she can open up a bit more after getting used to it, it'd probably go pretty well. You know, or one
Podcasting it would be awesome.
would be cool. Getting that set
I
up.
would love to do that.
Getting that set up would be very difficult.
Just gotta move some shit.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be down. The problem is just, I think with everything, it's like having a quiet player is fine as long as they're paying attention and actually engaging when they're prompted.
Yeah.
When they're prompted and they're like, I don't know what's going on because I was just looking at my phone, not paying attention the entire time, or just no, I'm not going to talk to the
Even
NPC.
Kai for just being
Thus,
a guest.
he took part.
He was taking part. And
Very
I loved
well.
It. Yeah.
I wish Kai lived closer because I feel like he would be down to play regularly. You know.
Yeah.
He would for sure.
We could try to convince Christopher to play.
I don't know about that.
He might-
That
One
doesn't
thing, it'd
seem
be
like
hard
his
to
forte.
teach him
I
how
also
to
have to explain
do
the
it.
rules.
He'd also be bored as
And then-
fuck.
Yeah, there's no way.
Yeah, we need people who know the rules. And
No, Kelsey doesn't know the rules.
Yeah, but I mean,
Willing to learn them.
willing to
Yeah,
learn
that's true.
and aren't dumb.
Damn, that's mean.
I don't know. I don't know what you want from me. Learn it quick. Learn it at a good pace. Understand what we're telling you.
I mean,
Yeah, I just
Don't
that's-
argue with the fucking DM.
yeah, that's always my most annoying thing is like if I say
Especially if
no,
you don't know
don't
the
get pissy
rules.
about it.
Do not argue with the person
'Cause-
who's running the campaign.
Like I don't know every rule in D&D and I'll never pretend to do so. But I know that if I don't know it, I'm not going to sit there for 2 hours, disrupt the campaign. I'm just going to make a call and I'll deal with it later.
Yeah.
Which I don't think a certain someone appreciated all that often because I'm like, do you want me to disrupt the game, open up the book and sit here and flip through, try to find it? And then, oh, look, the number one rule in the first set of the rules is DM can ignore every other rule if they so choose. Wow, that's one of the rules. Book closed. My call now. So, and I tried explaining that numerous times. Number one rule, the literal bullet point one. DM can ignore every other rule if so fit for their game. Or if they do not know the other rules, they can choose to make a call in the moment.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, stop trying to fight with me. I'm not here to be your enemy. I'm here to make stupid voices and stupid
We're there
characters.
for that.
Like the fucking cowboy dude and calling you a fur boy twink. That was funny as
That
fuck
was
for me.
crazy. That was uncomfortable. That character was uncomfortable.
I loved playing him though. It was funny as fuck.
That was.
Shut up, bitch. You know, shit's funny as hell.
But
Yeah. Maybe we'll podcast D&D. That'd be fun.
that'd be sick.
Set up for it would be hell, but you know, we could always try.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
It's a small table, but you know.
Doing it in here would be hell.
Yeah.
But it would, you know,
I don't have any plans to play D&D anytime soon.
No.
yeah.
I don't think any of us do.
I
It's a time thing.
feel like if we all had our own place, it'd be easy to just host it
Oh,
at whoever's house.
Yeah.
You'd have the room because it'd be your own place or apartment, and you could
Oh,
just set it up wherever.
Yeah.
You know, like if I'm DMing and I have my own place, I could just host it there and be like, yeah, we could play in the fucking living room, set up the PC and cameras and everything, and I don't mind. You know,
Like just watching them play, I'm like, man, I do miss it. It's so nice. Like, bro, they're just chilling, eating.
it's also nice to just
talking,
vibe,
having
you
a
know,
good time. Yeah.
because it
It's
gives
really
you something
nice,
to do.
It's really nice to eat while playing.
Yeah, it just gives you something to do while you're just chilling anyways, you know? It's just more of a social thing. You're just hanging out, vibing with your friends and eating, shooting the shit, drinking a beer or two.
We never took bathroom breaks. Crazy.
No, but I also just let you guys go if you had to go. So like,
Yeah.
I didn't really care.
Also the music and everything.
Yeah, getting that playing.
Setup's really nice for each location and
Yeah.
shit. Which as the
was fun.
DM though, if you know what locations we're going to.
Yeah, it's easier to find the music to find. If we ever did again, I'd probably just make a playlist for the background for general areas.
Yeah.
Mainly Witcher, Skyrim
Matt's
sort of
got
music.
it on point, but he definitely is another guy in there running some shit behind the scenes.
They have
because he
the
comes
producers,
at the
yeah.
end and talks about like new events that are coming
Yeah.
out or charity.
There's a conspiracy that it's scripted, that Critical Role is scripted, but however, I feel like some of the shit that happens in Critical Role, you could not script it if you wanted to. Some of that shit, I'm like, if they scripted this, they're fucking stupid because this shit was stupid, you know? Like, some of the fights in between they do give conflict even after the guy leaves, where in character, but it seems so real that you're like, did this cause some actual problems? Especially in Campaign 2, there's a lot, but I'm like, scripting that would be fucking stupid as fuck because now you're making people think you guys hate each other.
Yeah.
You know, but...
All right.
Yeah.
I think that's good for this episode.
I think so.
apologize for the break last week.
The D&D podcast episode. Lovely.
Yeah, that's what it pretty much turned into.
That's what it turned into. It is something we do love and enjoy. It's just difficult.
I wish we could just hire
One day
a
we'll
DM,
figure
bro.
it out, and
I'm not
maybe
gonna be a
you'll
player.
see it on screen. So that'll be cool. But I think next week, since the Game Awards are this Thursday, that will be a big topic for discussion.
yeah.
And we'll be talking about our opinions.
Hopefully Zelda wins.
Hopefully, yeah.
Baldur's Gate
hopefully
3,
Tears
come
of the
on.
Kingdom wins. I think it
Come on,
deserves
Baldur's
it.
Gate 3. Come on.
No.
I just don't know if it's beating Tears of the Kingdom. But
You
maybe.
didn't finish
Who
it.
knows?
You didn't finish Tears of the Kingdom either, so... You know.
I'm planning on it. It doesn't seem like you're
I do
planning
have
on it.
150 hours in Baldur's Gate 3, though, so I have a lot of time committed to that game to make an
I
opinion.
have now given.
How did you not beat it then?
It's a long game.
I have now.
There's
given,
no way it's that long,
Listen,
though.
I have
You're
now.
doing, like,
I have
other stuff.
now given him the reason to go back to the needle. So.
What? The what?
Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
That's
So.
crazy that you just said that.
I was playing it last night after Jeremy and you went to bed, and I was like, I can't
I'm
get
gonna
off.
gamble tonight, and that's
You're
probably it.
I was like,
Are you paying for the thing?
yeah, the subscription? Hell yeah.
Oh my god.
That's why I said I don't
Have
think...
fun sinking your money into that.
I have
Jesus.
Luckily,
27 days left.
Luckily, I don't pay for microtransactions because there's so much content in the game that you don't need to pay for.
I can get to level 50 before my 30 days are done.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So that's a big one.
I got to like the level I'm at in just like
And
a
then
month.
We'll have to pay for it. Satch.
Yeah, you have fun with that.
But yeah, all right. So yeah, that'll be a big topic for discussion next week, and
Yep.
maybe we'll talk about some other shit. We got lives, kinda, so things just pop
Yeah.
up. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Sorry about the break.
Yeah.
And yeah, till next time. I've been Nathan.
I've been Will.
Then Josh.
Later.
Yeah.